we're ready for some baseball as we approach mid-April. This game will start with temperatures hovering right around 80. Leading off for Briarcrest, the second baseman, Mick. You say Aney? Is that how you pronounce it?
Arney.
Mick Arney.
Arney.
Is that an R?
Yeah, A-R-N-E-Y. You got to understand, Coach, we write like doctors.
Well, I'll tell you.
I don't see how pharmacists understand
I have no idea. First pitch is out of the strike zone, ball one. Working fast on the mound. The 1-0, that's high, nearly hit him. On the mound tonight for the Bruins, right-handed pitcher Carter Craig. 2-0 to the leadoff man. Craig out of the windup. Uncoils, fires, and that's out of the strike zone, low and outside. So Arney's in the driver's seats, 3-0. The dimensions here at USJ down the lines, 320. Down both left and right field. A lot of foul territory here at Bruins Park. Here's the 3-0. Fast strike right down the pipe. Down the left field line, a lot of foul territory. You won't see many high school baseball parks with this much foul territory. If it gets behind the catcher, plenty of room before you get to the screen. And if the runner's on third, he will score. Line to 3-1 into left field. That's a clean line drive base hit. A good start for the Saints. A leadoff single by Arney. So he's on first base. And now the pitcher, Jack Cruz, will hit.
And that's going to be interesting because that name is pronounced two different ways. I had a girl named Renee Cruzy that played pivot for me one time, but then she had a cousin that pronounced hers Cruz.
Coach, you are really a detailed human being. That's why you can't be a coach unless you're organized, can you?
That's right.
First pitch to Cruz. Off the inside corner, strike one called.
It's a good pitch there.
Arney down at first base with a leadoff single for Briarcrest. USJ now, 16-5 on the year. Briarcrest 11-8. Arney out of the stretch with a runner at first. The 0-1's outside. They leave an account at a ball and a strike. Just underway, top of the first inning. USJ hosting Memphis Briarcrest. The Bruins today going in those uniforms that look a lot like the old St. Louis Cardinal baby blue uniforms, or powder blue.
Beautiful uniforms.
1-1 to Bruce will not be made. He'll chase Arney back to first base. First time we've seen Carter Craig on the mound this season. Craig working out of the stretch. Bruins shade. Bounce around towards right center. Snap though to first. They've got him hung out. He's out of there. Oh boy, that's Taylor Howell. Introduces himself to Arney. Arney got too far off of first base. And Howell, that was a strike by the way, and Howell popped up and threw him out at first base. Got a little too far off the base coach, and Howell made him pay.
Evidently, somebody either didn't get the scouting report or didn't listen to the scouting report.
The 1-2 is downstairs. So wait a minute, the umpire now saying it's 3-1.
University of Memphis signee and going to catch for the Tigers. Could play first base some for the Tigers.
3-1 pitch to Cruz underway. Hit hard on the ground between first and second into right field for a base hit. So Cruz is on first base with a one-out single, and that just highlights how big that was to cut Avery down at first base.
We should get a courtesy runner for the pitcher, and I bet you the courtesy runner doesn't get quite as far off the base as Brother Arney did.
So one gone and a Saint over at first base. Now it's the number 3 hitter, shortstop, Michael Dallas. Dallas hits on the right side of the plate against the right-handed pitching Carter Craig for USJ.
Dan, I was told this young man's very good contact man. He can do it all. He can hit, run, bunt.
So Dallas digs in. Craig out of the stretch. First pitch outside of the dirt. Ball one. USJ defensively on the infield. over at first base tonight is Jacob Atkins. He had a home run the other night.
Yes. Big blast. Nearly had another one the game we did against Fayette Academy.
1-0 on Michael Dallas. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's outside of the dirt. 2-0.
And wisely, Jack's going out and talk to him. You want to get ahead of these hitters and let your fielders help you. Just throw pitches in the strike zone that make them hit the ground balls and the pop-ups.
Logan Antwine over at shortstop, setting the Bruin defense. Taylor Howes behind home plate. Taylor, as coach mentioned, is on his way to play for the Memphis Tigers. That's where he'll play his college baseball. Over at third base for USJ. Spencer Morris. Spencer's had a very good season for the Bruins. Second baseman Walker Moore setting the Bruins infield. He's only a sophomore. Walker's played some very good baseball for Jack Peel's Bruins.
He really has this year.
Jack back to the dugout. It's 2-0 on the number 3 hitter, Michael Dallas, with a Saint on first base with 1 out. The 2-0 line to center field. On comes Salmons, makes the play. Beautiful job out there in center field. Got a great jump on it. I said Salmons. Playing center field tonight for the Bruins is a young man that pitched a great game the other night. Tucker Smith is out there. Coach is showing just what kind of great athlete Tucker Smith is.
He really is. He's played right. He's played center. He pitches. He's a pretty good base runner. You know what? He's batting cleanup today, too.
Cleanup hitter for the Saints, Tyler Harrington, will stand in there with 1 out. And a Saint over at first base. First pitch called, strike 1. You know, a play like that could really motivate the pitcher, Coach. And here's Carter been behind on a few hitters. After that beautiful play by Smith out there, he starts off Harrington with a strike.
Gives him a little confidence. Throw it in there. Your fielders will back you up. These are some good ones.
Carter out of the stretch. The 0-1 pitch on its way. That's a curveball outside. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
Didn't miss by much, Dan. And Tucker actually is batting third today, and Jacob's batting fourth. But Tyler Harrington, I would bet even money that his dad is the head basketball coach of the Briarcrest Saints, John Harrington, who's won a state title.
A ball and a strike on Tyler Harrington. Carter out of that stretch, takes a look at first. The 1-1. Fastball caught the outside corner, strike 2. That was a beautiful pitch.
That looked really good. Now he's getting in his groove.
Sometimes it takes you a little while to settle in on the mound, doesn't it?
It really does. Let's see if Briarcrest wants to do a little bit of running down. The first base runner doesn't look serious.
Well, after having Avery picked off, he's sticking close to the bag. Here's the 1-2. That's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. On the cleanup hitter, the Briarcrest, Tyler Harrington.
Waste pitch, temptation pitch, and Harrington resisted the temptation.
He didn't take a bite of that apple, did he, Coach? Ring the bell. Baker 2s. The deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's Carter's 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to shortstop. He'll go to second base with it to retire the Saints. Another nice play by Logan Antwine. 2 hits, but no runs. And the Saints did leave 1 aboard. After half an inning, we're scoreless. USJ Baseball on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com.
What?
USJ, as Craig picks a scoreless first inning. Now the Bruins at the plate. Leading off for USJ is the right fielder, Cole Salmons. Salmons hits to the right side of the plate. First pitch, a fast strike called on the outside corner. And it's a Jake, if you say it's pronounced Kraus.
They said Cruz.
Cruz
is what they said up here. And like I said, it's 2 pronunciations of that name.
We'll go with Jake's. Here's a leadoff base hit right up the middle. A beautiful job of hitting as Cole Salmons singles to start the game for the USJ Bruins. Coach, he hit that one right back where the Saints didn't have him played up the middle. He saw that big hole and put it right back up the middle for a single.
Cole's had a great year hitting, and of course he was the winning pitcher last night in the game with Fayette Academy.
Batting second tonight for the Bruins, Taylor Howell. He normally hits cleanup.
Yeah.
So Jack trying a different combination as Salmons gets a lead over at first base. First pitch to Howell, fast strike right on that outside corner.
And very nicely, Taylor asked him where it was so he'd know if that's going to be the strike for the day. Slightly open stance. Great pictures by the crew, and you can see these hitters where they got open or closed stance, Dan.
The 0-1, that's in the dirt. Salmon stays at first base. This game also presented in part by Hardy, Martin and Owens, attorneys at law. My attorneys wear suits and eat them up like catfish. They chase Salmons back to first base. Very talented group of lawyers, I'd say, Coach, wouldn't you?
All of them very good at law, very smart, and you know what? Personable guys, too.
Down to earth.
Yes.
Another throw to first base. Salmons back safely. Bottom of the first inning, we're scoreless. Briarcrest 11-8 on the season. The Bruins 16-5. Here's the 0-1. It's downstairs. Ball and a strike on Taylor Howell.
With the wind blowing out, he's capable of getting that ball up in the jet stream.
Let's watch him take batting practice. He hit one way out of here. Here's the 1-1. Hammered. Center field. Back on his horse at the track. At the wall. This ball is gone. Taylor Howell right on cue. A 2-run shot. And that was a line shot to straightaway center field. And the Bruins take a 2-0 lead.
Two big RBIs, and that's what you expect out of your senior. Get those clutch hits.
So the Bruins off to a great start with a 2-0 lead off that line shot home run to straightaway center field. Now the base is clear. The center fielder Tucker Smith. Nobody out for the Bruins. Well, he put a real jolt in that one. First pitch curveball outside, ball one to Tucker Smith.
Oh, I know it. You knew it when you left bat. I was just shaking my head. He crushed that one.
As they say, there was a no-doubter.
Yeah, it was gone. Almost didn't give you a chance or time to call it. It got out of here so fast.
Outside, I have 3-0. I believe it.
I think so, Dan.
3-0. That's way outside. Walked him on 4 straight. So a little bit shaken, and I can't really blame him. Jack Cruz, first 3 Bruins to hits. Base hit to lead off the game for USJ. A single by Salmons. And a 2-run shot by Howell. Tucker Smith walks on 4 straights. And now it's the first baseman, Jacob Atkins. He had a home run just the other night.
Yes, he did, and they're playing him to be a dead pull hitter to right field, except now even the left fielder's shady.
First pitch to Atkins. That's inside. Snap throw to first. Smith is back. The ball gets away. Smith will dig towards second base. He'll make it in there standing. And so the Bruins looking sharp here in the first inning. Already 2-0. Nobody out for USJ. And the cleanup man, Jacob Atkins, ahead of the count, a ball and no strikes.
And Jacob capable of taking the ball to left field, but if you want to run all day, there's a gap in left center that you could run a track meet out in.
1-0, bounce foul down the first base side. A ball and a strike on first baseman Jacob Atkins.
2 of those 3 pitches, they kept it inside. Let's see if they work him away.
Wind blowing out here at Bruin Park. The 1-1's upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Hardy, Martin and Owens, attorneys at law. First consultation absolutely free. Call 424-2151. 2-1. hit hard and fouled at the first base side. Ronnie Giddens gave it a look. He said, nah. I mean, these uniforms the Bruins are wearing, the powder blue pants with a red and white stripe down both legs, powder blue jersey, and a red cap. Look just like the old St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, no, those were some great days in the 80s when they wore those uniforms. Made it to a couple of World Series.
Jack Beal looking more and more like Whitey Herzog every day.
Yeah, he's in better shape than Whitey.
Not much. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Off speed. Throw to second. Nearly got into center field. Smith is back safely.
Number 29 is Wow.
So Atkins goes down swinging for the first out here in the first inning for the Bruins. Now the designated hitter, Dennis Wallace.
Well, they worked Jacob Atkins inside on every pitch, Dan, and kind of tied his hands up.
Or spit swing and line down the left field line. That twist just foul. Wallace floating with a double. That got a run home there. Had been. He certainly needs some confidence boost at the plate. Having a tough time this year. Wallace was a tailback for the Bruins. He's about 6'1", about 230, 240. Not much fun to tackle, especially when he broke that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he, like I said the other night, he can cow trump you.
Cow trump, that's no fun. Here's the 0-1, that's inside. He had to skip rope. Well, that would have hit him in the foot. USJ off to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Chop fouled on the first base side. A ball and 2 strikes on Wallace. Taylor Howell went yard after Cole Salmon singled to start the game for USJ. And Taylor Howell's home run was a line shot straight away center field. Cleared that about a 10-foot wall out there at center. The 1-2, there goes the runner. Line to the left center. This one's going to be trouble. On his horse in the gap, can't run it down. Tucker Smith rounds third. He's going to trot home. And Wallace pulls up at second base with a RBI double in the left center field power alley. And the Bruins take a 3-0 lead.
Spencer Morris.
Tell you what, I don't believe I'd want to tag Dez out if he's coming into the base standing up.
He's a big guy.
Oh, he rounded first, and I thought he was going for that touchdown.
Now it's Spencer Morris, the third baseman for the Bruins. In an RBI situation. Still only 1 out, 3 runs in here in the top of the first, or making the bottom of the first inning for the Bruins. First pitch, that's outside, ball 1. 3 hits already for the Bruins in the first inning. Still only 1 out. Cruz out of the stretch with Wallace at second base. Curveball, they caught the corner, strike 1 call.
And that's really where Cruz wants to keep his pitches, either to right or left-handed hitters, is down. He gets them up just a hair. We've tattooed it a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 just outside off the plate. 2 balls and a strike on Spencer Morris. Medical supplies and equipment that you need. That's what HMP Inc. That's what they do. Home medical products right here in Jackson, a local business. Just doing it better. CPAP supplies. 2-1. Bunted at it, but pulled the bat back, called strike 2.
Yeah, that one had a little movement on it and came back at the hitter.
Oxygen concentrators. CPAP supplies, CPAPs, BiPAPs, get all your supplies, resupplies. They make it very easy for you to reorder your CPAP supplies. You can do it right online at hmpinc.net. Here's a 2-2 on its way. Curveball, swing and a miss. Struck him out. Second strikeout. Here in the first inning for Cruz. Spencer Morris is gone. And now it's up to Logan Antwine, the Bruins shortstop. 2 gone and Wallace down at second base. 3-0 USJ. We're at the top of inning number 1.
And they're going to shade Logan to right field. He's capable of hitting to the left side of the infield. And there's a pretty good hole between short and third, Dan.
Yes, it is. First pitch, strike 1 call.
Now they're going to pitch him inside like they did Jacob Atkins.
Home Medical Products, Kevin Atkins, David Steele, Michael Pritchard, Chastity Eden. The 0-1's outside. Local company who just do it better. For your CPAP resupply orders, call 506-1033, 506-1033. The website is hmpinc.net.
And Dan, that one, the reason the catcher went out there is the pitcher crossed him up. That one, they were not communicating well. That one was supposed to be a curveball to come back to the inside.
Yeah, the catcher gets crossed up. That'll bring on a conversation.
Yes.
A ball and a strike on Logan Antwine. Des Wallace, who doubled home run. He's down at second base. The Bruins have a 3-0 lead. Here's the 1-1. Bounced to third base. He'll have to hurry. Long throw. And inside to retire the Bruins. But USJ able to score 3 runs on 3 hits. Did leave one aboard. But after a full inning of play, the Bruins have a 3-0 lead. Paul Schulze, Lawson Man, Michael Osborne on the WAWS.com side. We can watch today's game. Leading off for Briarcrest is the catcher, Jeffrey Hamsley. Carter Craig on the mound. First pitch that hit him. Oh boy, that caught him, I think, on the bicep. But maybe the tricep. He's okay. He'll head down to first base.
Tough young man. In the major league, somebody would have been run out there with the ethyl chloride to spray it.
You ain't kidding.
And we're going to take a time. He's going to come over, and they're going to have a courtesy runner for him.
Coming in to run is Tyson Dent. Now hitting for Briarcrest, right fielder Avery Robertson. Second straight inning, Briarcrest gets a leadoff man on base. First pitch hammered left field. That one could be trouble. Back at the wall, looking up, and this one's gone. Got it up in the wind. We told you that wind's blowing out today. And I'm not sure if he needed much help with that one. He got all that curveball. We're seeing 2 of them leave the ballpark already this afternoon as Avery Robinson goes yard. That's a 2-run shot. So just like that, the Saints are within a run.
That's right. Mr. Wilson, we need a new baseball when that happens.
Now it's first baseman. And I can't make that last name out. It's Mitchell.
It's probably Pfeiffer.
First pitch swinging. Chop to third base. Going to have to hurry. Long throw, and they can't get him. As Pfeiffer reaches. Coach, I'd almost have to give him an infield single on that.
I think I'm going to be kind to the young man.
Tough opportunity over at third base. For the Bruins, Spencer Morris nearly made the play. Now the left fielder, Matthew McDaniel. Still nobody out. And Pfeiffer down at first base.
The official score agrees with us, Dan.
Here's Craig. First pitch popped him up. That was gets up there to win. Hangs out at left field. Going to stay in play. Out there at left to put it away is Carson Nicola. So 1 gone. And now the number 9 hitter, center fielder Joshua Russell. 3-2. The Bruins with the advantage here in the top of inning number 2.
Roll it up.
Wind still blowing out to left center field. Carter Craig out of the stretch with McDaniel over at first base. Fouled away behind home plate. Pardon me, it's Pfeiffer over at first base. McDaniel just flied out to left. So 1 gone here at the top of the second inning. The Bruins with a 2-run home run by Taylor Howell. And then an RBI double by Des Wallace in the bottom of the first inning. With 3 runs, and here in the top of the second, 2-run home run for Briarcrest. It's 3-2 Bruins. The 0-1 is out of the strike zone. He evens the count at a ball and a strike.
And that's all that Carter wants to do is Just throw strikes, let your infield help you keep the ball down so somebody can't hit one out.
Carter Craig looks in. The 1-1 pitch, hammered, line shot left field. That's a base hit. So the Saints are in business with one out in the top of the second inning. And as we head back to the top of the lineup for the Briarcrest Saints.
And Arnie had a single his first time up. Of course, he got picked off at first. And that right now is a big play.
So second baseman Mick Arnie with Saints on first and second base. Still only one out here at the top of the second inning. 3-2. The Bruins lead it by the slimmest of margins. First pitch to Arnie. Hammered foul down the left field line.
Dan, he got all of that one. He's just out in front. Got to have a little more patience. Hold up. Carter Craig's thrown 23 pitches.
We're at the top of the second inning with one out. Bruins infield a double play debt. 0-1 on Arnie. Here's Craig. The 0-1. Gets by the catcher, and the runner's going to move up 90 feet. So the Saints now with two runners in scoring position. One out, top of the second inning. 3-2. The Bruins lead it by a single run. This game brought to you in part by Carlock Nissan of Jackson, the all-new Carlock Nissan of Jackson. And join us tomorrow. Coach, maybe you can come by to Rhodes Diner in Medina.
Oh, I'd love to be here.
Here's the 1-1. Bounce towards shortstop. He's going to go to first base. As a run scores, we're tied at 3 apiece. He's crossing home plate. Was Pfeiffer and Nicola throwing Arnie out at first base, so 2 gone. And a runner down at third base for Jack Cruz. We're tied at 3. We got a brand new baseball game. Cruz hits from the left side of the plate for the Saints. First pitch swinging, a chopper to second base. Moore's up with it over to first in time to retire the Saints. For USJ, due up here in the bottom of the second inning. Rico Nicola leading off. Walker Moore. And back to the top of the lineup with Cole Salmons all due up here for the Bruins. And the bottom of inning number 2. First pitch to Nicola, line in the left field. That's a base hit to start the second inning for the Bruins. So Nicola, first pitch swinging, tuck it to the opposite field for a sharp base hit.
Taylor Howell.
Now it's Walker Moore,
Yep, I'm an idiot. Number 13, Walker
the second baseman. He had me checking my lineup.
Yeah, I went to the book and went to my phone and everything, and thought I was going to call up my grandfather and ask him if I was wrong.
Try to get Taylor Howell second at bat.
Maybe he could launch another one.
He sure launched that first one. Third baseman way in on the grass. Moore offered a bunt at it. Snap throw down to first base. Back safely is Nicola. Ball 1 to Moore.
And we've learned one thing, neither catcher's afraid to throw to first base, Dan.
Two very experienced catchers. Moore squares the bunt. Lays it down to the first base side. It's a beauty. Going to force the pitcher to field it and go to first base. But the sacrifice to perfection by Walker Moore. That moves Nicola to second base. Back to the top of the lineup, Cole
Now
Salmons.
batting number 14, Cole Salmons.
Right fielder with Nicola down at second base. One gone here at the bottom of the second inning. We're tied at 3 apiece.
Cole Salmons had a hit and scored on the home run by Taylor Howell in the first.
Dan Reeves, Coach Joe Holloway, Seabass. First pitch to Salmons on its way. Beautiful curveball, strike 1 called. Paul Schulze, Lawson Mann, and Michael Osborne. On the WNWS.com side, we can watch the game tonight. Just scroll down to the sports, the bottom. Click on USJ Baseball. Here's the 0-1. Fouled back and out of play. It's 0-2. This game presented in part by the all-new Carlock Nissan of Jackson, Big Steve. He'll be with us tomorrow at Rhodes Diner in Medina. Downtown Medina. Big Steve's buying breakfast for everyone that comes by from 8 to 11. There's some good food at Rhodes Diner. Here's the 0-2. It's outside, a ball and 2 strikes. And then Saturday, it's Super Saturday at the all-new Carlock Nissan of Jackson. Josh Smith going to be playing music. Josh and some of his friends going to have some free food. The dandy jumper for the kiddos. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Tucks up it off the curveball. Throw down to second. Gets by the shortstop into center field, but not going to roll far enough for Nicola to move up. So that's out number 2 for the Bruins. Nicola's still down at second base. And now it's Taylor Howell who homered his first at bat.
He sure did. That third strikeout by Cruz, and he's thrown 33 pitches, Dan.
Big right-hander for Briarcrest. See how he handles Taylor Howell with 2 gone and first base open. Cruz steps off the rubber. Regathers himself, coming up with a plan. I don't blame him. Howell's a tough out. First pitch. Popped it up. Back it out of play. It's 0-1 on Taylor Howell.
He was trying to work him low and away. They don't want to let him hit to his power. Although I believe one of his home runs last year did go to right field.
No balls and a strike on Taylor Howell. Here's the 0-1. Foul back to the net. It's 0-2.
And that's one of those pitches there you hit with the, take it to right field with the inside out swing.
Carlock Nissan of Jackson, 495 van drive. The all-new Carlock Nissan of Jackson, the Grand Slam of Savings is underway all month long. 19 down, 19 delivers. Pay you 165% on your trade. Kelly Blue Book. Ooh, the 0-2 is just outside. A ball and 2 strikes.
It was outside, but I'm going to tell you what, good eye by Taylor. A little sleight of hand by the catcher there helped make it look that way.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Taylor Howell. 2 gone. Rico Nicola down at second base. He singled. It was sacrificed over to second base by Walker Moore. He's still down at second base. Making the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied at 3 apiece. The Bruins 3 runs in the first inning, and the Saints with 3 of their own in the top of this inning. The 1-2. It's downstairs. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Have to get Baker to ring that bell, Coach. The deuces are wild.
Absolutely. We're going to get us a bell.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cruz on the mound. Taylor Howell in the batter's box. The 2-2. Fouls it back and out of play. We'll do it again.
Worked him away. They're not going to let the big fella pull that thing, and they want him to try to pull it, and that way you hit one kind of weak. But if he'll take it to right field or even right center, he'll be running for a couple of days.
Beautiful ballpark here at USJ. 320 down the left and the right field lines. 2-2 on its way. A little slow roller towards second base. Going to have to hurry to first. And he's saved. Howell beat it out. He was running, hustling all the way. That's going to be an infield hit.
Now batting number
Playing
3,
deep at second base. Just couldn't make the play. Robertson made a nice try, but Howell beats it out. He'll give way to a courtesy runner. Coming in to run is Andrew Coy. And at the plate, center fielder Tucker Smith.
Dan, I get excited when catchers leg out hits like that. And the big man was trucking on down there.
Nice effort at second base, but that was just flat out hustle. Got him out here now 2 for 2. Taylor Howell. Runners on the corners, 2 gone. Here's Tucker Smith. Popped it up. That's going to make it into the stands. Over by the Briarcrest dugout. No balls and a strike on Tucker.
Of course, Tucker walked his last time up, and he scored a run.
Game presented in part by King Jewelers. Mother's Day's just around the corner, guys. Here's the 0-1 to Smith. That's outside, a ball and a strike. King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive. Grover King,
They're running, Tuck.
30 years of experience,
Base knock.
jewelry and watches. The 1-1 downstairs, and there goes Coy. He's going to take second base without a throw. So a big opportunity here for Tucker Smith in a tie ball game with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. 2 balls and a strike on Tucker. Coy down at second base and Nicola at third. Base hit can score 2 runs.
It probably will. Let's see what kind of lead Coy gets off. He gets a little bigger lead, and of course, as the ball's delivered, he'll jump off a little more.
The 2-1. That's outside. 3 balls and a strike. Waiting in the on-deck circle is Jacob Atkins. You know, he'd love to get a shot here with the bases full of Bruins.
He really would, and he studied the pitcher.
3 balls and a strike. Here's a 3-1. Strike right down the middle of the fastball. That'll run the count full.
You ready?
On Tucker Smith. Cruz, a right-handed pitcher. Smith hits to the right side of the plate. Here's a payoff pitch. That's outside. Ball 4. So Smith draws the walk. That'll load the bases. Smith
Now
at
batting
first
number
base.
9, Jacob.
Coy is down at second base and Nicola at third base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. And now the cleanup hitter, Jacob Atkins.
Jacob 0 for 1 today. He's capable of reaching the fence. See if they pitch him inside. Dan, every pitch he got the last time was inside.
Des Wallace on deck. He doubled homer run in the first inning.
He's feeling good now.
Now to help his confidence.
Yes.
First pitch to Atkins. Chopper towards first base. He'll take it solo with the first baseman for out number 3. Carter Craig on the hill today for the Bruins, right-handed pitcher. Michael Dallas hits from the right side of the plate. Devo out there at first base tonight. First pitch hit on the ground between third and short. That'll make its way into left field for a leadoff single. Michael Dallas in third straight inning. The Saints have got the leadoff man on base. A single to start the game by Arnie. And a hit batter in the second inning. Now another single to left field. Third baseman Tyler Harrington. Tyler also hits him the right side of the plate against Carter Gregg, the right-handed pitching. 5-baller for the Bruins. First pitch swing, it hit on the ground hard to second. This may be 2. The second for 1 to first. In time for the double play. 6-4-3. Quinn Kelly, pitcher's best
Now
friend.
batting number 25,
What a great
Jacob
toss
Atkins.
by the shortstop. The footwork was excellent by the second baseman, and sure-handed Jacob Atkins at first.
That's Logan Antwine and Walker Moore. Short and second base hooking up there for that double play. So 2 gone. The catcher, Jeffrey Handley. First pitch out of the strike zone, below 1. Wind starting to settle down just a bit here. As we've reached the top of the third inning, tied at 3. Here at USJ. Here's the 1-0 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, tuck something off.
Yeah, I've taken the weights out of my shoes, Dan, and so I'm grounded now. Our field mic's a little bit like Alexa today.
It is. Typically, we got that mic run down there just behind home plate. Today, it's hanging out at the press box. 1-1. Hit hard down the third base side, foul. A ball and 2 strikes on Tyler Harrington. King Jewelers, fine jewelry, friendly staff, custom designs, quality repairs. Grover Blue Eyes King, over 30 years of experience. And Mother's Day just around the corner. Here's 1-2. outside of the curveball. Free gift wrapping for Mother's Day. King Jewelers. So guys, they'll make it very easy for you to make mom happy on this Mother's Day.
Yeah. Go get her a diamond ring, put it inside one of those plastic eggs in an egg basket.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be sharp.
2-2. Off the end of the bat, foul down the first base side. Deuce is wild here in the top of the third inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Baker Moore going to ring the bell for us. The Saints have out hits the Bruins to this point, 6-5. Here we go with the cell phone. Here's the 2-2. Hammered foul down the third base side. Now that wasn't
This one's mine.
That wasn't a setup that time, Coach. Well, I asked for the bell. There it is, right on time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone, nobody on base, top of the third inning. Carter Craig's 2-2. Hit slowly towards short. Long throw to Cola and pulled him off the bag. Gonna be safe at first base. I tell you this, I thought Coach Jacob Hackett's came off the bag unnecessarily there too soon. I think Nicola would have shot him down from short.
He could have, and that tell you what, that's one you really want your third baseman to cut off. For those of you that go back and watch or replay any of the game, you got to hope and pray your third baseman cuts that one off.
Avery Robertson now will hit. The runner on first base and 2 gone. First pitch and the dirt, ball 1. Nice job by Howell to keep that one in front of him. Hold the runner up at first base. Game presented in part by Rock and Dough Pizza. Boy, Hung is a great place to eat.
Oh, yes.
Here's 1-0. Hammered up the middle. Will that one get through? No, it won't. A nice play. It's short by Nicola. He'll underhand it to Walker Moore covering the bag at second. Beautiful play to get out of the inning.
If it's happening now, you're hearing it now. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Logan Antwine and Walker Moore. Antwine at shortstop and Moore over at second base. Both just sophomores playing well. They're really getting the groove. Shortstop and the second baseman. Here the Bruins in the bottom of the third inning leading off is Daz Walker. He doubled home a run his first time up. Tied at 3 apiece. Bottom of inning number 3. Cruz back on the mound for Briarcrest. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1.
Dad's looked that one over well. I'd like to see this young man get hold of one. I believe he could ask for a new baseball, too.
I guarantee you. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Hammered, left center field. This was trouble. On his source to center field, the back of the track. Looking up, this ball is gone. Home run, Daz Wallace, 2 for 2. That's his second RBI of the game. And the Bruins take a 4-3 lead.
Daz is my man there. He made me look like a prophet.
You called it for him, Coach.
He's capable.
Not quite a Babe Ruth moment, but pretty close.
Yeah, it was great.
Now Spencer Morris. Nobody out, bottom of the third inning. The Bruins regain the lead 4-3 on that solo shot. First pitch way outside, ball 1. This game is presented in part by the Jackson Generals.
Then I believe night's dollar night, isn't it?
Defending Southern League champions it is. Here's Morris. He hammers this one to left field, but room out there at left to make the catch for round number 1. It's McDaniel. That was a line shot. Morris really got into that one. Spencer flies out to left. Now it's shortstop Logan Antwine hitting from the left side of the plate with 1 gone. And the bottom of inning number 3. The Bruins with the advantage 4-3.
Of course, Logan grounded to third to end the first inning.
Logan Antwine. Dollar night tonight. out at the ballpark, 6:05. They started tomorrow night, 6:05 first pitch, and Saturday, 6:05 first pitch. Hit hard up the middle. That's a base hit by Antoine into center field. He'll stop there at first base, so a one-out single.
Now batting number 8, Rico
And now it's
Nicola.
Rico Nicola, the left fielder. Antoine really got into that pitch.
He sent an engraved invitation back up the middle and said, Mr. Pitcher, I know you there, and here's your invitation to the party at first base.
Thursday nights all season at Dollar Night. It's back. Dollar tickets, dollar soda, dollar beer, dollar popcorn, dollar hot dogs. Ballpark at Jackson. Jackson Generals. We're going to look at the Major League Baseball scoreboard here in a bit and update you on the Generals. For tickets, dial 988-5299 and visit JacksonGeneralsBaseball.com or just walk up to the box office. First pitch, a strike to Nicola. There goes the runner. The throw, not in time. The swipe in second base is Logan Antoine. So Antoine setting the table for Rico Nicola. No balls and a strike on Nicola. One out. One run in here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now the update to scoreboard. It's 0-2 on Nicola. Cruz out of the stretch. The 0-2. Curveball hit to third base on the ground. Fielded cleanly, long throw to first. He's going to pull him off the bag, and everybody's safe. Moving over to third base on the throw is Antoine, so the Bruins back in
I
business.
believe number 13
With one out here in the third. Runners on the corners for Walker Moore.
And Dan, you got to give the base runner a lot of credit. He occupied the eye of that third baseman and still advanced and caused him to make a bad throw.
Nicola did. He get off second base just far enough, drew that attention. He took a look at the runner, then tried to regather himself and throw. Here's Walker Moore. Runners on the corners, one out. First pitch, popped it foul, back out of play. The Bruins can avoid a double play. Top of the lineup due up next. 1 through 9, this USJ lineup is really, there's not an easy out in that lineup. The 0-1, fouled back, behind home plate, now to play. It's 0-2 on Walker Moore. Wonder what kind of music he listens to at home.
I bet he likes a good variety of music.
No balls and 2 strikes on Walker. One out, runners on the corners. The 0-2 is upstairs. Walker laid off of it, trying to get him to chase it. The sophomore says, no, sir. We'll see if we can get Baker Moore to go down there and ask if the fans on the top row if they'll stop talking. Did he just, did he fake that throw towards third? He did. I didn't see that.
I didn't see that one either. I saw him look to go to first.
Timeout as a soccer ball made its way onto the field. Ronnie Giddens, who I read on the internet, there's rumors that he is flirting with a second career in soccer. He's a very good soccer player. There goes the runner outside with the pitch. Oh, they get him caught up in second base. They're going to throw it home as Nicola. He takes off from third. He's going to slide in there safely at home. Nicola with some nifty base running. I'm not sure what Antoine was thinking. He just stopped almost to second base. But it worked out for the Bruins as Nicola sprinted home from third base.
That's actually Antoine
to
that
score
scored.
that run. So yeah. Antoine scored, and Nicola. So the Bruins, that was some nifty base running, Coach.
It was. I wonder if Jack called it. There's a play where you try to draw the throw.
So the Bruins now take a 5-3 lead. Here's a 2-2 to Moore. Line into right field. That's a base hit. Rounding third base, headed home. Here's the throw, and it's not in time. As an RBI single by Walker Moore brings home Rico Nicola, and the Bruins take a 6-3
Now
lead.
14.
Good piece of hitting by Walker Moore. That was an outside pitch, and he took it to right field. Dan, you got to love it.
Bruins playing some good baseball here late in the season.
Hitting the ball, stealing runs, just like I love what they've been doing, and they put the pressure on the other team.
That's 8 hits now here, and 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Those 8 hits have produced 6 runs for the Bruins. Salmons takes it high, ball 1. Walker Moore with a sharp line drive RBI single to right field. It brought Nicola home for the 6th run of the evening. So USJ with 3 in the 1st, 3 more here in the 3rd. 3 seems to be the number. The Briarcrest put up 3 in the 2nd inning. 1-0 called strike 1. That even accounted a ball and a strike. Wind's really settled down a bit, but it's still blowing out to left center field. Here's the 1-1 on Cole Salmons. Moore gets his lead at first. The 1-1, swing and a miss.
Salmons 1 for 2 with 1 run scored.
Wait on, Cole. Wait on.
Ball and 2 strikes on Cole Salmons. Taylor Howell, who's homered tonight, is on deck. 1-2 way outside, 2-2. Nice play by the catcher to keep that one in front of him. Walker Moore would have been standing down at second base.
Yes, he would.
A little bit of action over in the St. bullpen. Cruz in trouble again here in the 3rd. The 2-2's outside. That'll run to count full on Cole Salmons. Walker Moore down at first base. 1 gone. And the bottom of the 3rd. Throw to first base. Moore back safely.
They don't want him to get too big of a lead. They want to get a ground ball and turn a double play, they being Briarcrest.
They all pitch to Salmons. There goes the runner. Popped it foul. Back it out of play. Oh, the game within the game, Coach. It's always a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh, it really is. And, of course, you know, you got to be cerebral. And Jack Casey, he'll play games, and he thinks his thing out. Good sound baseball, man. Have the guy moving.
I don't think Jack plays Texas Hold'em, but if he did, I would not play him.
Yeah.
Full count here on Cole Salmons. Here's the payoff. Called strike 3. The runner goes, and Moore slides safely into second base. Is Walker still second base?
Now batting number 10, Taylor Howell.
But Salmons goes down looking. 2 gone in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the catcher, Taylor Howell, who homered his first at-bat.
He's 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, but they worked him hard outside. I don't think they're going to give him anything to hit.
First base open and 2 gone. First pitch. Curveball fouled it back to the screen. He was right on that curve.
Yeah, Taylor would like to have that one back.
Left that hanging over the plate almost a little too long.
Yeah, that was a better pitch than any he got in his previous at-bat. That's a balk.
It sure is. He lost that baseball on the rubber. Walker Moore, who stole second base after he singled in a run, will now move down to 3rd. Walker causing all kind of, he's stressing the pitcher out.
Yeah, and that reminds me, you know, Bass had his sensei on last night, and I hear one word, focus, here. And a great interview, too, last night, Bass.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, evens accounted a ball and a strike. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of inning number 3. The Bruins have a 6-3 lead over Briarcrest. 3 runs in the first, 3 more here in the 3rd. For the Bruins, Taylor Howell at the dish. Here's the 1-1. Ooh, just outside with a fastball. 2 balls and a strike. Now Taylor Howell in the driver's seat. Waiting on deck is Tucker Smith.
Now, remember when Taylor asked about that pitch in the first inning? What a student of the game.
Here's a 2-1. Ooh, caught the inside corner and kind of handcuffed Howell. Wanted to offer at it, held up.
probably a good thing he couldn't extend his hands, and he would have hit a weak grounder then.
Nearly the perfect pitch there.
Yeah.
Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the 2-2. High heat, got him. Got him swinging. The damage done, however. The Bruins with 3 more runs on 3 hits. They leave 1 aboard. After 3 completes, it's USJ 6 and Briarcrest 3.
USJ leads 6-3. We're in the top of the 4th. Dan Reeves, Coach Joe Holloway, Seabass, executive producer and director, and Carter Craig on the mound. His first pitch is lined down the first baseline, but way foul. So no balls, 1 strike. Mitchell Pfeiffer, the first baseman, has a single in this contest. And has scored a run. And the second pitch just a little bit outside, evening the count at 1-1. On deck, number 5, the left fielder, Matthew McDaniel. Outfield, the center fielder shading to right field. And Carter Craig tries to ease up and throws ball 2 high and outside. Two balls, 1 strike count. Signals, of course, relayed to the catcher and then to the pitcher. And a nice curveball, caught that outside corner. Spencer Nelson, and most high school coaches call the pitches from the dugout. They give them to the catcher, then it's relayed to the pitcher. Infield at normal depth, 2-2 count. Pfeiffer, the hitter, swings. The ball, though, gets away from Taylor Howell, and he'll leg it out and get to first, so he's on with you scored a strikeout, and the base runner is on. Obviously, there's no put out or assist on that. Back in 1941, Mickey Owen had a 3rd strike get away from him, and the Yankees came back and won that game 7-4. But at the plate now, number 5, Matthew McDaniel. He checked his third base coach out for quite a while. Runner takes short lead right at the edge of the cutout. Carter Craig's got his sign, goes into the stretch, comes to the plate. That one high and a little bit inside. Great day for baseball here. We'll try to get you some scores of some other high school games and check the Major League scoreboard in a little bit. Runner takes his lead at first. 1 ball, no strike count, no outs in the inning. We're in the top of the 4th. And a nice curveball that just missed. So Carter Craig in the hole a little bit. He wants to come to the plate. Again, you have to let your fielders kind of help you. Outfield straight away. Infield at double play depth. 2 ball. Pitch not on the way. A throw over to first, and diving back is Pfeiffer. Of course, Taylor Howell picked one off in the first inning, and the Briarcrest Saints runners have played a little closer to the bag. Pfeiffer right to the edge of the cutout. Craig's got his signal. Checks him, comes to the plate. That one right down Main Street for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. All the Briarcrest runs came in the second inning. USJ has scored 2 in the first and 3 in the third and lead. And we're going to check that because that doesn't add up to 6. I believe that was 3 in the first. And fouled off, so we'll do it again. 2-2. That's what I get for not reading my own notes and just looking out and trying to talk. There's 3 runs in the first and 3 in the third. One thing I did learn in school was to add, especially using my fingers. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. No outs in the inning. Runner takes his lead. Carter Craig looks, comes to the plate. That one low and blocked by Taylor Howell. So it's 3-2 is the count. Let's see if Briarcrest puts the runner in motion over there. Really crowding the plate is the hitter, Matthew McDaniel. He is running. Ball hit on the ground. It's going to get knocked down by the shortstop, but no play. And hustling over to cover third is Craig. But that's a base hit. So you take a base hit and then getting on with the strikeout and the wild pitch, we're going to call it. We'll check it and make sure it's not. But 2 runners on now with no outs in the inning. And the number 9 hitter, Joshua Russell, the center fielder, will come up. And he was on with a base hit back in the 2nd inning. 3 runs, 7 hits for Briarcrest. 6 runs, 8 hits for the Bruins of USJ. Craig into the stretch, checks the runner a second time, comes to the plate. Curveball fouled off to the third base side. Outfield looks like it's going to play things straight away right now. And again, infield's going to play at double play depth. Third baseman at the cutout, just about half step off of the grass, just in case they have a little bunt game going. But again, the center fielder, right-handed hitter, Joshua Russell. Here's the sign, the pitch. Little pop-up. Let's see if they can get to it. And coming on quick is Tucker Smith. What a great job getting there for the first out in the inning. And he had to hustle and run to get that one. So with 1 out, the top of the order coming up here in the 4th for Briarcrest. And this will be Mick Arney. Arney is 1 for 2. He was out on a fielder's choice the last time. He wears number 9, hits from the right side. Has a small strike zone. Really toes the chalk line in that right-handed hitter's batter's box. Carter Craig comes to the plate. Low, they're stealing, trying to steal third. There's the peg. They've got him. And I could call that one a little early before Jerry Marsh actually called it. But you knew he was out. The Reverend Fred Voigtman that used to umpire around here in Jackson would have said, "You're a dead duck." And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Caught stealing is how you score that one. 2-5 in your scorebook. And now hitting with 2 outs and a runner at first. Ball on the ground to the shortstop. The sure-handed Logan Antwine flips it over to Walker Moore, and that is the end of the inning. 3 outs. USJ Baseball on News Talk 101.5, and leading off is Tucker Smith, who officially has not batted today. He's walked twice, so those don't count as bats against you. And the pitch, that one inside, good eye. Jack Cruz on the mound. He's trailing 6-3. USJ would like to add to that lead. Tucker Smith being played straight away. Second pitch on the way and a swinging strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. We have been told that it is a final now. Northside beat Sacred Heart of Jesus 10-0 according to what we were just given. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. A swinging strike 2. Had Tucker out in front of that one just a little bit. And again, Smith has walked twice, scored in the 1st inning. Was left on base in the 2nd. Here he is hitting again in the 4th. 1-2 pitch on the way, and they got him. That one tickled the outside of the plate for the strikeout, and I believe that is the 6th strikeout for Jack Cruz. And that brings up Jacob Adkins, the cleanup hitter who plays first base. Left-handed hitter wearing number 9. He's ready with 1 out. And that one, they worked the outside. They've worked him inside his first 2 times, but again, Cruz has found the outside corner of the plate. Playing him straight away this time. 0-1 pitch coming. And that one a dandy. Had a little tail back away from him that time, so it's a no ball, 2 strike count. Jacob Adkins, who's 0 for 2 on the day, will have to guard the plate right here. 0-2 pitch on the way. And just missed. That one is by the hair of your chinny chin chin. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Adkins looks. Let's see if he gets a pitch he likes. Here's the 1-2. Hit into center field. Will it drop? Looks like a dying duck out there, and it is. Center fielder comes on. But Jacob Adkins comes through with his first hit of the day.
Wow.
Well, Coach, the Bruins back in business. In the top of the fourth inning, leading 6-3, and it's Daz Wallace who homered his last time.
I don't want to put any pressure on my man, but he's 2 for 2. He's got a double and a home run.
Call it again, Coach.
I don't know about this. This one I feel a little iffy on. He's going to get a piece of it, but I'm not feeling the home run cut right now.
Wallace hits from the left side, throw to first, back safely.
Yeah, Briarcrest feels like Bruins are running. And Jack Peel has pulled a couple of rabbits out of the hat so far.
Sure has. 6-3 Bruins. 3 in the first, 3 more in the third. I assume this is the second straight game. Does the 3 not work on the scoreboard, fellas? That's a problem. Got a ball about. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1 on Daz Wallace. So 3 runs in the first, 3 in the third. The Bruins with a 6-3 lead. Briarcrest put 3 on the board in the second inning. 0-1. Outside, a ball and a strike. Even it up when it comes to the number of hits. Both teams tied it. Both teams have had 8 hits tonight. Briarcrest 2 errors. Inside, 2 balls and a strike on Daz Wallace.
He's working Daz very carefully, and I don't blame him, man. He got a double and a home run off of me. I'd probably work him pretty careful too.
Hit that home run to left center field power alley.
Yeah, Daz is responsible for 6 total bases.
2 wide, line foul. Now to play down the left field line. 2-2 on Daz Wallace. This game brought to you in part by the Hughes Eye Group. Dr. Matt Hughes, Dr. Casey Davis, Chief LASIK Surgeon Dr. David Underwood. LASIK of Jackson is located inside the Hughes Eye Group. 112 Stonebridge, the best in medical and surgical eye care. 2-2. It's upstairs. Running count full on Wallace.
I like that umpire. He got out there and cleaned the plate, Dan. Some of them won't clean the plate anymore.
When it was cold the other night, that plate had disappeared under the dirt. And umpire behind home plate said, you know what? I'm staying put. Low to first. Back safely is Atkins.
And a lot of throws over to first by Cruz, and he's already thrown 86 pitches in this contest.
6-3 Bruins with the advantage. Bottom of the fourth inning. There goes the runner. Line to left field. This one could be trouble back and near the track, making the catch. Nice play in left field. So retreating back to first is Atkins. But Wallace gave that one a ride. Line shot. If he got that one up, that'd have been out of here.
It would have, Daniel. I told you I knew he was going to make contact, but I didn't feel the home run coming on.
You right under money with Wallace tonight.
Daz has got the groove going now. That thing looks like a beach ball coming up there to hit.
Third baseman Spencer Morris. He'll hit with 2 gone, and Atkins still over at first base. Spencer hits from the right side. Gets right-handed pitching Cruz. Ooh, that one, I think that caught his jersey.
Well, they're going to see if they're going to say he called time.
No, that's what no, he was
Yeah,
saying it hit it.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
good.
Morris will head down to first base. That one just caught a piece of his jersey on its way by. So Morris will take first base. Atkins moves over to second. And now with 2 outs to Logan and Twine. The shortstop with a chance as the head coach for Briarcrest chewing the ear of the home plate umpire.
Well, he's arguing about that. And it was too late to call time, and the umpire properly did not recognize the timeout.
Now Logan Antwine hitting from the left side of the plate. The Bruins in business with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Morris down at first. Atkins at second base. First pitch fouled back and out of play.
Let's see, Logan is 1 for 2 today. Had a single and scored a run back in the 3rd inning.
2 out here we go.
Baby crying is not Baker Moore. The 0-1 popped down the third base side into foul territory as the left fielder and third baseman and shortstop all converged, but not in time. That one lands harmlessly in foul territory. So it's 0-2. The Bruins shortstop Logan Antwine, who's played well tonight. The Bruins defense up the middle is really strong with a pair of sophomores. Logan Antwine at short, Walker Moore over at second base. Bruins fans will get to enjoy those two for the next couple of years. Only sophomores here for Jack Peel. Oh, 2 on Antwine. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. The 0-2 is outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Game presented in part by Hardy, Martin, and Owens, attorneys at law. My attorneys wear suits and eat them up like catfish. Here's the 1-2. Line fouled out of play. First consultation is absolutely free. Criminal law, divorce. Hardy, Martin, and Owens, attorneys at law. 424-2151. One and 2. Here's the 1-2. Caught him looking. So the Bruins are gone here in the bottom of the 4th inning, but after 4 complete, the Bruins have the advantage. It's 6-3 USJ over Briarcrest on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com. On to the 5th inning we go. The Bruins with a 6-3 lead over Briarcrest. My name's Dan Reeves along with Coach Joe Holloway. Seabass producing and directing. You can watch tonight's game at WNWS.com. Paul Shorzy, Lawson Mann, and Michael Osborne doing a fantastic job. Jack Cruz leading off here, the pitcher for Briarcrest. Bouncing ball into left field. That's going to get between short and third for a base hit. One thing the Saints have not had trouble with tonight is getting their lead man on base.
Well, they have mastered that art. They'd like to have gotten a few more of them home, though.
Shortstop Michael Dallas will hit. Cruz on first base, nobody out.
Looks like Sutton's going to be the courtesy runner.
Out the inside corner, strike 1.
That one kind of came back in and got that corner. Of course, Briarcrest, the principal or headmaster is Eric Sullivan. His dad, everybody remembers, Rick Sullivan, that coached so long at Haywood.
Boy, he was a good one.
Yes, he was.
No balls to the strike on Dallas. Here's Carter Craig out of the stretch. Ooh, that hit the handle of the bat. I didn't mean to. Check swing. It's 0-2.
Yeah, I think it hit that nub on the bottom of the bat.
You know, it sure did, Coach.
And, of course, a lot of people familiar with their football coach, Brian Stewart, who spent time at Jackson Christian.
Did well at Jackson Christian. Moved on to Briarcrest, doing a great job there. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, right field. It's going to be a can of corn out there and right. The Cole Salmons. One gone.
Now batting number 13, Tyler Tyler Harrington.
Tyler Harrington, third baseman for Briarcrest.
And he's 0 for 2 today. Grounded into that beautiful double play, 6-4-3 a while ago.
So Harrington hitting from the right side of the plate. One gone in the top of the fifth inning. A Saint over at first base. Carter Craig out of the stretch. He'll throw to first. 6-3 Bruins. 3 home runs have been hit here tonight. The Bruins with 2 of those. 2-run homer in the first inning by Taylor Howell, and then a solo shot by Wallace. Hammered left field. This one's trouble. Way back there at the track, at the wall, and this ball is gone. The 4th homer of the night. So both teams have homered twice. That was a line shot by Tyler Harrington. And the Saints have pulled to within 1 run here at the top of the 5th inning.
And like I said, I am positive he is kin to the boys basketball coach John Harrington, who used to be at Bartlett, and I'm sure he's very proud. He may be in the crowd. I haven't really taken a good look. We got a good crowd here tonight, Dan.
Jeffrey Hensley.
Jeffrey Hensley will bat.
And he's officially 1 for 1. He walked, though, his first time up, or he was actually hit by a pitch.
Craig out of the windup with the bases empty. First pitch, strike 1 called. 1 out, 2 runs in here in the top of inning number 5. 6-5, USJ with the advantage. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Yeah, nice crowd here in Bruins Park. Beautiful stadium. Field, it looks major league quality. USJ's field house sets over just behind the Bruins dugout. 0-2's upstairs. The dugout, which features right on top of that dugout, is 4 rows of chairback seating that hangs out over the Bruin dugout. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a miss. Got the curveball by him. 2 gone here in the 5th. Nobody on base.
Now batting number 40, Avery Robertson.
Now Robertson, right fielder for the Saints. Very unique ballpark. One of the best high school parks in West Tennessee. First pitch swinging, bouncing ball to second base. Here's Moore up with it over to first in time to retire the Saints. But not before Briarcrest puts 2 more runs on the board. We move to the bottom of inning number 5. USJ with a 6-5 advantage on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 at WNWS.com. 6-5, USJ with the advantage. 10 hits tonight for the Bruins. Outside ball 1, Cruz back on the mound. At the bottom of the 5th inning for Briarcrest. Winds picked back up, Coach, blowing out towards left center.
Yeah, it picked up right about the time that home run was hit.
Beautiful bunt laid down third base side. Pitcher will take it himself. He'll have to hurry, and he does, to retire Nicola. Cruz threw a strike, and that's why they chalked to get Nicola. Oh, boy. That's a beautiful play by Cruz. That bunt, you came
Now
to it much
batting
better.
number 18,
He got off the mound rather quickly, and like you said, Dan, he had a little zip on that one.
That's Walker Moore, second baseman. 1 gone and the base is empty. The bottom of the 5th inning, USJ with a 6-5 advantage. Cruz rocks, line to right field. On comes the right fielder, not going to get it. And Walker Moore with a 1-out single. He's been wearing out right field tonight. He had a line drive base hit over there last time up.
That's right. He's 2 for 3 tonight, and good job. Well, actually 2 for 2 because he had a sacrifice bunt that first time up. So a good night at the plate for him.
Now it's Cole Sammons. Is Cade injured?
I'm not sure why he's been out of the lineup lately.
So Cole Salmons, the right fielder. 1 out. Walker Moore gets his lead at first base. Out of the stretch, Cruz fires strike 1. Major League Baseball scoreboard tonight. The Mets lead the Braves 3-2. Down in Atlanta, they move to the 6th inning. Braves playing starting 0-3. They won 6 of the last 7. The Mets also 7-4. No balls and a strike on Salmon. The 0-1 fouled out of play. Now the right field line, it's 0-2.
That's Cruz' 98th pitch, and Dan, at 121, you got to come out of the ball game.
Blue Jays lead the Red Sox 5-3. Top of the 5th inning in Boston. 0-2 to Cole Salmons. The 0-2 nearly hit it. Inside ball 1. Pirates and the Cubs scoreless in the bottom of the 5th inning in Chicago. 1-2 way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cole Salmons. Walker Moore down at first base with 1 out. The bottom of the 5th inning, the Bruins with a 6-5 lead over Briarcrest. Out of the stretch, Cruz. 2-2 outside. That'll run the count full. The A's knocked off the O's 8-5 earlier today. Oakland 9-8. Cincinnati shut out Miami 5-0. Reds improved to 4-8 on the year. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. There goes Moore. He's going to swipe second base. Cole Salmons goes down swinging. So 2 outs, and Walker Moore moves up to second base. He swipes second, and now it's Taylor Howell.
Number 10, Taylor Howell.
Two outs, and Walker Moore down at second base. He singled and swiped second. Here's Cruz. Outside, 1-0 on Taylor Howell. He homered straightaway center field in the first inning. Line shot over that 10-foot wall out there in center field.
He's 1 for 3 or 2 for 3 tonight. He had that infield single.
Catcher going to go out and have a word with his pitcher. The Dodgers playing in St. Louis this afternoon. The Cardinals pick up the win 11-7 over the Dodgers. Los Angeles falls to 8-6 with that loss. St. Louis now 8-5 on the year. 2 costly errors by the Dodgers in that game. It's gone final in Kansas City. Took 10 innings, but the Mariners stay red hot. 7-6 they win today. 13-2 the Mariners. Well, they decide to go ahead and issue a free pass to first base. Now it's the center fielder, Tucker Smith, who's played great baseball tonight out there in center. His mom and Penny over there watching his senior year here at USJ. Tucker's had a great career. Bruins on first and second. First pitch, bouncing ball up the middle. Will he get through? No, it won't. Nice play by the second baseman. He'll flip to the shortstop standing on the bag to retire the Bruins.
And going to the mound will be the third baseman, Spencer Morris. Cole Salmons comes in to third, and we'll have to pick up who is playing right field now. I want to say it may be Andrew Coy, but I'm not going to stake my life on. I cannot see the small numbers on the front.
On to the top of the 6th inning we go. It's 6-5 Bruins. Morris rocks, fires, strike 1 call.
And I am right. It is Andrew Coy.
The 0-1. Misses. It's a ball and a strike. Coach, I can no longer make those names out. If you get a chance, will you fill those in for me? Lord
Yes,
mercy.
I will.
The 1-1 is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Wonder what I do without Coach Joe Holloway. The 2-1 on its way. That's high outside. 3 straight balls from Morris. 3 balls and a strike on a leadoff man from Briarcrest in the top of the 6th inning. The Bruins have out-hit the Saints 11-9. On the scoreboard, it's 6-5 USJ. 4 straight balls and a leadoff walk here in the 6th inning. Coach,
Dan, that's
maybe with the exception of 1 inning, the Saints have had the leadoff man on base every inning tonight.
you're right about that. And there's McDaniel at the plate now. I'll get you those first names in a minute.
Thank you, Coach.
But Matthew McDaniel is 1 for 2 tonight.
First pitch to McDaniel. That's out of the strike zone. 5 straight balls from Morris after leading off with a strike. McDaniel hits 8th in the Saints lineup. Morris out of the stretch. Strike 1. Fastball hit that outside corner. Ball and a strike on McDaniel. Ooh, 1-1 inside, nearly hit him. Nobody out. Leadoff man on first base again here for the Saints at the top of the 6th inning. USJ with a 6-5 lead. The Bruins with 2 runs in the first, 3 in the third. Or make it 3 runs in the first, 3 more in the third. For their 6 runs. 2-1. Popped him up. Just out in front of the pitcher's mound. Oh, what a great catch by Taylor Howell. Wow. Well, that ball got up in the wind. Howell thought Morris was going to take it off the pitcher's mound. And he looked away and then saw that Morris was not going to make the play. And he took a couple of steps and slid and caught it over his shoulder while he was parallel with the ground, Coach. That's what an athlete Taylor Howell is.
He is, and Jack just said to the pitcher, "Well, you're supposed to take charge and say who gets the out." And this is Joshua Russell.
So Russell with 1 gone and a man on first. Boy, that's a little squibber out in front of the plate. And Howell is going to take it himself and throw Russell out at first base. So 2 gone. Robertson moves down to second base. Well, what that just highlights how big that plate was by Howell, Coach. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Now batting number 9.
And he almost made the super play of the night right there. He missed tagging him by maybe an inch.
Arnie, we head back to the top of the lineup. We'll hit for Briarcrest with 2 gone now. Robertson still down into second base. Curve ball, that's outside, ball 1.
And Arnie's 1 for 3, had a hit back in the first, and then he's grounded out a couple of times.
Well, that was a da-da-da, da-da-da. That play by Taylor Howell was just brilliant.
You can see it on 101.5's website.
WNWS.com. Here's the 1-0. Ball way outside. That's going to get to the screen. That runner going to advance over to third base. 2-0. On the man, it hits in the leadoff spot for this Briarcrest offense. Nick Arnie.
Not a big man, but he has a little pop in his bat. He tattooed that first hit he got.
He sure does. 2-0. Ooh, nearly hit him. And Taylor Howell's going to go speak with his pitcher.
Yeah, I think he's going to remind me. The release point's been a little high on several of Spencer's pitches, and you got to hold it a hair longer and follow through.
Later on tonight in the majors, the Padres are in Arizona to take on the Diamondbacks. The Generals, Barrett Club, Padres off to a good start, 8-5 in the year. The Diamondbacks playing 500 baseball, 6-6. Here's the 3-0, taken all the way. Strike one call. The Rockies are in San Francisco at 8:45. Three one. Hit hard on the ground. A deep short. Going to have to hurry. Long throw in time. Oh, what a beautiful play to preserve the lead. Dan Reeves goes to Holloway. Seabass producing and directing. Got a great ball game here. The Bruins lead at 6-5. The bottom of the sixth has a leadoff single to start the Bruins sixth inning. Take it back and send it right back
Now
to
batting
which
number
it
29,
came.
Dez.
Now Des Wallace. Some changes for Briarcrest here at the bottom of the sixth.
And Jonah Sutton has come on to pitch, and Crucy, the pitcher, Jack Crucy, has moved over to first base. And looks like everything else is going to stay the same, Dan.
Jonas Sutton, a new pitcher, right-hander. Des hits him the left side. Curveball caught the inside corner. Strike one. Des has had a great night at the plate, including a home run, solo shots.
Yeah, 2 for 3 and a long, noisy out, though, that might have gotten over.
Oh, you ain't kidding. 0-1. That's outside trying to backdoor him with a curveball. Even accounted a ball and a strike. Mets still lead the Braves in the top of the sixth inning in Atlanta. It's 3-2 New York. 1-1. It's inside. 2 balls and a strike on Bruins designated hitter, Des Wallace. Two one. High heater, he laid off of it. They're showing a lot more discipline at the plate tonight. Des Wallace coaching, it's really served him well.
He has done a great job of hitting tonight, Dan.
You know, if he continues, this ball club is looking really good here. 3-1, that's upstairs. Ball 4, so the Bruins have the first 2 aboard here at the bottom of the sixth
Now
inning.
batting number 12, Spencer Morris.
That's Spencer Morris. Spencer pitching the top of the sixth inning, moved over from third base.
He's 0 for 2, but he got hit with the pitches last time up.
The Bruins in business here at the bottom of the sixth inning. Wallace at first. Atkins out at second base. Atkins singled to start the inning. Morris squares the bunts, and the pitcher will step off the rubber. The Mets just played another run to take a 4-2 lead now on the Braves. Top of the sixth inning in Atlanta. Morris squares the bunts. In comes the first and third baseman. Took a long time on the mound and then steps off the rubber.
And you want to make the third baseman field it, in this case, Dan, and the only way that Briarcrest could cover it is with the old wheel play.
Atkins at second base after a leadoff single. Wallace at first. He drew a walk. Nobody out. Bottom of the sixth inning. Morris squares the bunt. Now he swings away. Swing and a miss. He was out of the strike zone.
If he had made contact with that one, if I was playing first base, I'd be ducking.
Well, and if Jack Peeler wants to have a talk with Morris,
May have missed a sign there.
I think so. I don't think Jack called him down to tell him it was a good cut. Do you?
That, and he wasn't inviting him to Coca-Colas and hamburgers later in the game either.
Now, they may be discussing the music selection here, but
You good?
a lot of Prince.
Yeah, let's give it a 10 out of 10.
I'm ready for some Shaka Khan, to be honest with you. Here's the 0-1 pitch, or 1-1. Morris squares the butt, lays it down right out in front of the plate. Oh, no, wait a minute, it hit him. He's called out. So the ball's dead. A big break for Briarcrest as Morris laid down a bunt, but the ball hit him in foul territory and he's out.
Now batting number 6.
That was a big out there, first out of the inning.
Well, I think he's wanting to make sure that he was out of the batter's box. If it bounces up and hits him in the batter's box,
I just didn't see that he had time to be out of the batter's box.
then he's not out. And Jack did it right because you let a pitch go and you've got nothing going.
Right, and so to the credit of the home plate umpire, he's going out to chat with Devo, who's out there at second base. Now the umpires may be talking about the music selection here. And they say, wait a minute, they overturn it. Now that's going to bring on more conversation. Morris will step back to the plate. We can't remember the count. Let's just make it 3-0, fellas.
The umpire will tell us here in a minute. He's got it on his clicker down there.
Yeah, I was kidding, Coach. I didn't think they're going to leave it up to us, or we would put it 3-0.
We put it anywhere. We might even put a runner on first.
What are we talking about? Practice? We talking about practice, man.
Baker Moore running the PA here, doing a great job. Little Allen Iverson. So Spencer Moore's back up there and take that out off the board. Now bounce to the third, just foul. Whoa, boy, he flirted with it. You know, I got to tell you, I think he was signaling 2-2, I believe, but he only used, or maybe 0-2. It's 0-2.
0-2. Got to guard the plate up there. Make sure you make contact.
Coach Strapp up here in the press box, head coach of the Bruins, also the athletic director here at USJ. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hammered. That's straight away center field on his horse back there near the track and making the catch. And the runners will all advance 90 feet. Oh, boy. Wow. I mean, that was a great job to catch up with that ball by Hensley. And Coach, I think he tried to throw it before he caught it and dropped it.
You got to get the out, and you returned. You weren't going to throw him out on the sack fly anyway.
I'm glad Coach Strapp is here because the Bruins had that tournament down in Florida back in March when it was really cold here.
Yeah. I think you ought to send the announcers with them.
Somehow, the voice of the Bruins got left here. Jack Peel blamed it on Coach Strapp. And I attacked Ronnie Giddens, and his mom called on the show. I don't know if you heard that, but
yeah,
I was all over Ronnie Giddens on the air blaming him, and his mom called in. And I said, I didn't know you were in earshot. Don't tell Ronnie I said that. Boy, he's a great guy, and he wanted to know. Oh, fast strike, caught the outside corner. The Bruins have loaded the bases here in the bottom of the sixth inning. We got a great baseball game.
we
6-5, the Bruins lead it. Nobody out, the bases jammed. For Logan Antwi. Here's the 1-1. Curve, slapped, foul, out of play down the third base line.
Nicola's got 2 hits and 3 at-bats. Really need one right here.
Pretty excited about Bruin football this fall. New classifications, USJ Division II Single A this year. Here's the 1-2. Pop foul, third base side. That's going to make the stands. Base is full of Bruins, nobody out. Bottom of the sixth inning, 6-5 USJ. The Bruins 3 in the first, 3 more in the third. So the Briarcrest 3 in the second, 2 in the fifth. 6-5 Bruins. USJ's out hit Briarcrest 12-9. The 1-2. Slapped, foul, back to the net. Great job of hitting him. That was a fantastic pitch. It was just fought off there by Antwine to stay alive.
Just to stay alive, he did a great job. Briarcrest playing him to hit to left field. The right fielder straight away, but look at the center fielder, how far towards the left he is.
A lot of room in center and right center. 1-2 way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes, almost a pitch out. Thinking they had a play on.
Well, they've been pitching him outside so that if he tried to pull it, he'd hit a weak grounder or a little pop-up. And Carson, though, capable of taking the ball to left field with that inside-out swing.
2-2 on Antoine. Here's the 2-2. Curve ball, that stayed outside. Runs the count full.
Good umpiring then, too. There's some groans wanting that. It never reached the corner of the plate. And it's not where the catcher catches it.
Bases full of Bruins. Ping-off pitch due to Antoine. Bouncing ball up the middle. That's going to get thrown. 1 run will score. Here's Daz rounding third. He'll score. And now it's a chase to third base. They got a Bruin held up. Moore's going to be tagged out. But 2 runs will score on the 2 RBI single by Antoine. And the Bruins take an 8-5 lead. What an advantage for Antoine. He got behind 0-2 and fought his way back to work it to a full count, coach, and then he singled up the middle. 2 RBIs for Antoine. Now it's left fielder Rico Nicola.
Now batting number 8, Rico Nicola.
I'll make it Rico Nicola. Oh, listen to that walk-up music. What's the name of that song? I forgot. What's the name of that song? I forgot the name of it. What is it now? Commissar. And who sings that? Falcon. Boy, that's a great song for the 80s. Coach, what would you pick for your walk-up music?
The Eagles.
Throw to first, Antoine back safely. I tell you the song.
I heard somebody mention the Beach Boys. I perked up there.
I tell you the song I'd pick for my walk-up would be Charlie Daniels' band, The Devil Went Down to Georgia, that part where they said, I done told you once, you son of a, I'm the best it's ever been, I just loop it. Here's a bouncing ball, a second gets through in the right field. Rounding second and cruising into third base, Antoine. It's going to be at E6, but the Bruins are in business here with 1 out.
Now batting number 13,
And runners on the corners.
Moore.
It's Walker Moore, the second baseman, who's red hot tonight. Boy. This music selection here for the... I didn't know it. I think I was at Tremors. It was the 1980s.
Yes.
It's great music.
It is. Walker Moore 2 for 2 had a great sacrifice bunt his first time up.
Runners on the corners, 1 out. 2 runs in here in the bottom of the 6th of the Bruins. Have led by 3 now for the 3rd time today. 3 runs in the first for USJ. Briarcrest tied it at 3 in the 2nd. Squaring the bunt, fouls it off. 3 more in the 3rd inning for the Bruins. 2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors for the Bruins tonight. Briarcrest 3 in the 2nd. 2 in the 5th on 9 hits. 3 errors by the Saints, costly errors. 1-1 downstairs. There goes the runner, and they won't even throw it. Swiping second base is Nicola. Now Walker Moore with 2 men in scoring position with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Southpaw second baseman for the Bruins. 2 balls and a strike on Walker. Infield in for the Saints. The 2-1. Hit hard, right to the pitcher on 1 bounce. They've got Nicola in a rundown between home and 3rd. They're going to throw him out. There's the tag applied. And now the Bruins are in trouble. They got 2 men held up again. It's a rundown between shorts and 3rd base, and they're going to get 2 outs. with a double play, 2 rundowns. The Bruins run themselves out of a big inning here in the 6th. And Jack Peel not happy about it. Base running errors. So that'll do it for the 6th inning. The Bruins did score 2 more runs. They take an 8-5 lead. Seventh inning for Briarcrest. The Bruins have an 8-5 lead. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Head.
Held that one a little long. Got to hold it. I mean, not held it a little long. Released early.
Spencer Morris working his 2nd inning of relief. 1-0. Outside 2-0.
Release point and follow through, so important. I believe Cruz has 2 hits and 3 at bats.
Don't want to issue a walk here with a 3-run lead in the 7th. The 2-1, or pardon me, the 2-0 called strike 1.
Yeah, give your fielders a chance to back you up. Make them put it in play.
2-1 to Cruz.
Good boy.
Strike called, fastball. 2-2. The meat of the lineup due up here for Briarcrest. 2, 3, and 4 hitters. 2-2 to Cruz. Here's Morris. Fouled out of play.
Hey, good pitch.
Way out in front. Take a little bit off the curveball. Chattanooga's out in front of the Generals out at the ballpark at Jackson. 5-2 Lookouts. Top of the 8th inning. Game 3 tomorrow night, 6:05. Hammered, right center field. This one's going to kind of die out there. And it's dropped. That was a tough one to judge. And that's going to be the first error of the game on the Bruins. Coach, I do believe.
Yes, I would have to score that one an error. There's a little swirling out there. If you watch the wind, it has changed the flag's direction a couple of times and just doesn't stick in the old mitt sometimes.
Still Tucker Smith out there in center.
And he's usually very sure-handed.
He's made some
move
tremendous
in the middle.
plays tonight. Now it's Michael
Clean.
Dallas as the Saints get a break with the leadoff man. Just can't keep the Saints leadoff man off base tonight. Hammer, left field. This one, trouble at the track. The wall looking up, and this one's gone. Now the Saints made them pay after the error, and it's a 1-run game as Michael Dallas, that's the 5th home run tonight, the 3rd for the Saints. Dallas got all of that fastball. And we got a 1-run ball game. It's 8-7. USJ still clinging to the advantage, but now it's by the slimmest of margins.
And
still
Harrington,
nobody out.
Yeah, Harrington homered his last time up. Dan, how big is the double base running error? And it was a double base running error.
Yep.
And how big is the 2 runs that you got in that one? Jack's going to go out and talk to his pitcher, and it's a good time to calm him down.
I think he's going to go to the bullpen here. Coach, it is. So
Yeah.
call to the bullpen. We'll take a timeout. Top of the 7th inning. USJ 8-7. We're back in 2 minutes on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and WNWS.com. Well, the new pitcher for the Bruins is a familiar name, but not on the mound. Taylor Howell. A ball and a strike. Howell working out of the windup with nobody out, nobody on base. 1-1 inside ball 2. Catching this inning is Drew Morris for the Bruins. 2-1. Howell uncoils, fires a fastball, swing and a miss. Yeah, got a piece of that one. And that one caught the umpire.
Yeah, and that doesn't feel good even
No.
with that. You know, they use the inside chest protector now, and it doesn't give as much protection as the old. Remember the old balloon chest protector?
Oh, yes. Yeah, they caught him on the neck. He's Jack Beal, the head coach for the Bruins, out of the dugout to check on the home plate umpire.
The trainer's going to come out. They're going to bring him a little water, and you could literally hide behind the old balloon chest protector, Dan.
I still don't understand why they don't use those because you couldn't get a ball through those.
Well, this gives you the flexibility to call a really better game. Sometimes the balloon chest protector got in the way of seeing a low strike or something, and I think the umpires like the flexibility. Got pads on the shoulders, kind of like shoulder pads in a football.
I've used those old balloon. I didn't have any trouble at all with this boy. I think it's all about look.
Well,
It
that
looks
too.
better.
Well,
It looks better
you got
without
a style and profile a little bit.
I guess so, Coach. Umpire's okay. Got a nice hand.
He has called a very good game tonight too, and I like the way he and Devon or Jerry Marsh, whichever one you prefer to call him, they worked well together on a couple of plays.
Debo, that's his nickname.
Devo, yeah, always has been for years and years.
Rockin' Dough Pizza bringing you USJ Bruin baseball. Downtown Jackson and the Jackson Walk. 2-2. Taylor Howe, the new pitcher of the Bruins. Out of the windup, uncoils, fires. Downstairs, that'll run the count full. 2 runs in here in the 7th inning for Briarcrest. Nobody out. Tyler Harrington, right-hand hitter, stands in there. The payoff pitch due. Here's Howe's payoff. Ooh, just downstairs, ball 4. So 2 runs are in on the 2-run homer. Briarcrest has cut it to a 1-run game, 8-7 Bruins. USJ is out hit Briarcrest, 13-10. 3 errors tonight by Briarcrest. USJ just made their first. Now it's Easily.
Boy.
First pitch, strike, call right down the heart of the plate.
Hamsley 1 for 2, struck out his last time up. I'll tell you what, Briarcrest probably going to take a first pitch on Taylor Howell, especially since he had to catch some tonight.
Taylor caught the first 6 innings. Here's the 0-1 curveball. That's high. Ball and a strike. Great ball game tonight. USJ's twice led by 3. Came into the 7th inning, got by 3. 2-run homer. That's a 1-run Bruin lead with nobody out at the top of the 7th. 1-1 curveballs outside. 2 balls at a strike. Yeah, the feel of this game has changed big time, Coach.
It really has, and if it gets to 3-1, I wouldn't be surprised to see Briarcrest running on a 3-1, not a 3-2.
Here's the 2-1. Whoa, 3-1.
Of course, they don't want the tie and run thrown out, and I'm not sure of the young man at first speed, so they may not run him.
3 balls and a strike. Hamsley. Harrington down at first base. He walked. Here's the 3-1. Walked it. Inside, ball 4. The Saints in business. Still nobody out. Top of the 7th inning, 2 runs in.
Now batting number 40, Avery Robertson.
Now it's Robertson. He's dangerous.
Yeah, he had a home run his first at bat, and he's 1 for 3 on the night with 2 RBIs.
Rockin' Dough Pizza this weekend. I promise you, if you have brunch there on Saturday or Sunday, I say Saturday and Sunday, brunch is served 10 to 1 on Saturday and Sunday at Rockin' Dough Pizza. Here's what I recommend. I had this last weekend, Coach. The Eggs Florentine Pizza. Eggs Florentine Pizza. It's spinach. Mushroom. Here's a sharply hit ball into left field. That's a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third base, so the bases are jammed for Briarcrest. Still nobody out at the top of the 7th inning. And now it's Jonas Sutton.
Now batting number 1, Jonas Sutton.
Yeah, he is the pitcher now. And let's see how the Bruins play it. If they're gonna come in at first and third and play it double play depth at second and short.
If Taylor Howell can work his way out of this trouble. All 3 runners aboard are his responsibility. First pitch, lined foul, just foul. That would have maybe cleared the bases down in the left field corner. Eggs Florentine pizza, spinach and mushrooms and great mozzarella sauce and marinara sauce. Here's the 0-1. Gets away from the catch of the curveball. Here's a play at the plate. No, they're not going to make it. That run's going to score. You got to give him a wild pitch on that, I assume, Coach.
Yes.
If Morris could have, it was a short hop to the catcher on a curveball. It had fallen off the plate, fallen off the table, I should say. Bounced away from him. If he were able to corral it on that first attempt, he may have thrown him out. Now the infield's in. Runners on second and third. We're tied at 8. Bruins came in here to the 7th inning leading by 3. A 2-run homer, and now that wild pitch gets the tying run home. 2-1 at the plate. Bounce to third. Looks the runner back. Throw to first. Had a beautiful play at first base to dig that one out by Atkins. Another nice play down at third base.
Now batting number 5, Matthew McDaniel.
Spencer Morris playing third now.
Great job
That
by
was well
Spencer.
done.
And dug out well by Jacob Adkins.
It's Eli Smith. 1 out, and Saints at second and third. The infield stays in. Oh, and this one gets another wild pitch. Here comes a runner home. He's going to score standing up. And the Saints have taken the lead. For the first time tonight, it's actually Matthew McDaniel with a bat in his hand. Oh, boy. 4 runs here in the 7th inning. And the Saints have erased a 3-run deficit to take a 1-run lead. 1 out. Saint over at third base. Swing and a miss. Evens the count of a ball and a strike.
Yeah, Dent scored on that wild pitch then. And what was worse, it hit the mask of the catcher and bounded about 30 feet away.
Oh, yeah. 1-1. Fouled back and out of play.
We get hit.
Well, Taylor Howell, it's the first time I don't think he's pitched this year. He came in relief. Loaded the bases. 2 of those base runners have scored. 1-2's outside with a fastball. 2-2.
Hey, right here, Tim.
On Matthew McDaniel. Here's a 2-2. Curveball, he struck him out. So 2 gone. And runner still over at third
Now batting
base.
number 48, Joshua Russell.
That's Joshua Russell
Yeah, and he's
at the
1
plate
for 3.
for Briarcrest.
Hey, boy.
Fastball, strike 1 call. You know, Briarcrest would love to get that run home from third base for some insurance. The 0-1. Fastball just outside. Yeah, Coach, remember USJ had a big inning in the making and put 2 on the board. The bottom of the sixth and had only one out, runners on second and third, and they ran themselves out of that inning with bad base running.
Yeah, it wasn't one base running error. It was two base running errors.
On the same play. Outside 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, very unusual double play that inning.
2 rundowns. Between second and one between second and third, the other between home and third. Beautiful curveball. Just got a piece of it. Fouls it off behind home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So get the brunch. I suggest that brunch pizza, the eggs Florentine pizza, and of course some beignets. Holy moly, those beignets. It's Rock and Dough Pizza, and I tell you, there's something else that may surprise you. The best Belgian waffles I've ever had on earth, or it's Rock and Dough Pizza. No kidding.
Yes, they are.
Here's 2-2. Fly ball, shallow center field. Out goes the shortstop. In comes Smith. I gotta get it. It's gonna drop for a base hit, and another run scores as the Saints take a 10-8 lead. Near the top of the 7th inning, the wheels have kind of come off, Coach. That's the 5th one of the inning.
Yes, it is, and that one, it looked like Tucker had a little trouble finding it. Got a late start and then hustled on in there, but and the wind may have blown it a little crazy too.
Here's Mick Arney. 2 outs and a Saint down at first base.
Ryder.
Al out of the stretch. There goes the runner. Got too big of a jump. He's going to slide in safely at second base. Also, chicken and waffles there. It's a Rock and Dough Pizza for brunch. Just some great stuff here. I got to tell you. Huge lead down at second base. Nobody holding the runner on.
And he did the wise things, turn around, stepping back.
1-0, fouled back out of play.
The runner's fixing to steal third, though, if they don't play cat and mouse with him a little bit. And Dan, if you go to Rock and Dough on Saturday, there's a very good chance you'll go back for brunch on Sunday.
You ain't kidding, Coach. A ball and a strike. Off the inside corner with a fastball. 2 balls and a strike. I'm not sure that it's... Arnie agreed with him. The 1-2. Ooh, throw it behind him. 2-2.
That was supposed to have been a curveball. The release point was way too high.
Rock and Dough Pizza open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 10. And on Saturday, 10 to 10. 2-2. Hammered foul, left field corner. Friday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday, Rock and Dough Pizza open from 10 to 10. Sunday from 10 to 9. Brunch on Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. RockandDoughPizza.com. The deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Saint down at second base. Here's the 2-2 way outside. One to count full.
That's one of those cases that he wanted to throw his number 1, but Taylor may have overthrown that one a little bit, held it too long, went way outside.
You got him right here, Tim.
Well, Jack tried some different things tonight here. Game that count in the region standings. Payoff. Curveball. Caught him looking. Damage done, however. 5 runs crossed home plate. It's 10-8, Briarcrest, but the Bruins have the meat of the lineup. Cole Salmons, Taylor Howell, Tucker Smith, the 1, 2, and 3 hitters. We got some changes. Here's Coach.
Well, what's happened? The pitcher and shortstop have swapped, and your new pitcher is Michael Dallas.
Here's Dallas. Rock, fire, strike. He's got a heck of a fastball.
I got a feeling that this young man is their relief pitcher.
The 0-1 pitch. Ooh, mean curveball. Caught the inside corner, 0-2. Game brought to you by Home Medical Products. Here's the 0-2 out of the windup. Quick release. Ooh, fastball just off the plate. Reorder your CPAP supplies from Home Medical Products, locally owned right here in Jackson. There's the 1-2. Now back it out of play. Dallas has a herky-jerky motion out there. He's slow wind-up, and then it's like someone hit the fast-forward button, and he just, from a slow wind-up to a very quick release.
And hides the ball pretty well on most of his pitches.
The 1-2. Ooh, great job by Salmon to fight that curveball off. Just
USJ needs Bustle.
Fouls it off down into the Briarcrest dugout.
Yeah, they need base runners now, and like you said, hanging tough. You got to have 2 base runners plated to tie this game up.
The 1-2. Dallas out of the windup. Stops in mid-motion. Uncoils, fires outside ball 2. Well, Salmons was in the inevitable position to be the first man to face Dallas, and he's had a very good at-bat.
He has. He needs to keep working him.
2-2. 2-2 inside. He's worked it to a full count after getting down 0-2.
Cole Salmons with the eyes of an eagle on that one.
Here's a payoff pitch on its way. Walked it. Whoa, what an at-bat by Cole Salmons. Got behind 0-2, and I tell you, I would not want to face that pitcher down 0-2. And now it's Taylor Howell. But the Bruins leadoff man on base. In the bottom of the 7th inning. A 5-run top of the 7th. With Briarcrest in the lead 10-8.
And Howell 2 for 3 with a single and a home run tonight and 2 RBIs. He could help his own cause, Dan.
How about another 2-run shot? Go to first. Back safely is Salmons.
It will be interesting to see if Salmons is running, especially with you trailing 2, but he is quick enough to steal.
Here's Dallas out of the windup. Fires downstairs. Ball 1. Kate Salmons is a little nicked up. Just setting out to. He's completely healthy.
Well, he wants to be healthy at tournament time.
Postseason is just around the corner. 1-0. That gets by the catcher. There goes Salmons down to second base. So Cole Salmons, I tell you, this fireball reliever in there, Salmons was down 0-2. Sure as the world didn't look like the Bruins were going to get the leadoff man on it. Now with Taylor Howell at the plate, it's 2-0 on Taylor. And Cole's down at second base with nobody out here at the bottom of the 7th. Bruins down by 2.
And Dan, this allows Taylor Howell to be a little more selective because he's got the upper hand right now.
Yeah. 2-0. Here's a 2-0. Chuck it, strike. Well, that was right at the numbers, too. He could have really driven that ball.
He's looking for his pitch.
2 balls and a strike on Taylor Howell. 2-1. Swing and a miss. The fastball couldn't catch up to it. It's 2-2. Home Medical Products, one of those CPAP. Reorder your CPAP supplies. 506-1033. The 2-2. Curveball, a beautiful job to fight that one off. He's got a piece of it at the plate.
He worked hard to get that one. Got to guard the plate now because, again, USJ needs base runners.
Well, Salmon's down at second base. Leadoff walk. Went to second base in a wild pitch. Nobody out. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Taylor Howell. He represents the tying run. The 2-2. Curveball chopped in between third and short into left field. Salmons they held him. It got by the left fielder. Now they send him home. They wave him, and he's going to score. And here's Taylor Howell cruising into second base. That's going to go down as a single. And an error on the left fielder. Sammons will score. Do you give him the RBI or do you not because of Coach holding him up initially?
That is purely each individual score's ruling. I'm going to go ahead and give him the RBI, though.
May as well. We're playing at home, right?
Yeah, we're playing at home. Be interesting. They're going to leave Taylor out there to run, and you want your senior with experience, even though he is pitching.
Here's Tucker Smith. Fast strike called.
Now, Dan, what they'll do is they'll use a courtesy runner if it gets to 2 outs and he's still out there.
10-9. Briarcrest. Nobody out. Taylor Howe down at second base. 1 run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 0-1. Downstairs, evens the count at a ball and a strike on Tucker Smith. Tucker dropped a fly ball at the top of his head, and you know he would like to make up for that.
Oh, you know he would. And he's a good hitter, too.
Great fielder as well. Curveball, frozen, called strike 2. That is a mean, may as well call that a slider.
Yeah, especially when he's got that good fastball. And we have been vindicated. The official score gave him the RBI.
Way to go. 1-2. Curveball, line. Into center field. Here comes Hall. He's going to run him up. And Hall will score standing up. And we're tied at 10. Wow, what a game. And what a job by Tucker Smith. He lined that one on the ground back up the middle. The second baseman nearly made a great play when it either hit off the heel of his glove or his foot. I don't know, score that one a base hit. What about you, Coach?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. I may give in, and I got to think about that one. Initially, it's E4.
Now batting number 9, Jacob Atkins.
Jacob Atkins. Tucker Smith down at first base. Yeah, they did give it an error. It's the 4th error tonight at Briarcrest. 14 hits for the Bruins. Chase Tucker back to first base. I tell you, USJ scored these 2 runs off a very tough pitcher.
Yes, they did.
Oh, and he hit him. So Atkins will take first base, and now it's a red-hot Dez Wallace, but still nobody out.
Now batting number 29, Dez.
Tucker Smith down at second base. Atkins at first, and here's Dez Wallace. And the game is tied at 10 with nobody out at the bottom of the 7th.
And the one bad thing about having 2 runners on here, well, I love it having the runner at second base, is you got the chance for the double play here.
Wallace squares the bunts.
Got to make that third baseman field it.
And he's not coming in very far. He doesn't believe it. Out of the stretch. And he took it. Curveball upstairs. He was going to offer at it, but wisely didn't try to bunt that slider.
Yeah, that'd been a tough pitch to bunt. There's a good chance you would have popped it up.
Now they believe him. In on the grass at third.
Well, it'll be interesting to see which play they've got called here to cover third.
The 1-0. Squaring the bunts is Wallace.
Now, what they want, Dan, is the pitcher to really cover all the third base territory so that third baseman can retreat and cover the bag because short's too far away to do it.
Dallas stepped off the rubber. 1-0. Wallace squaring the bunt again. We're tied at 10 in the 7th. Third baseman weighing on the grass. Pickoff playing in motion. Not going to work. Back easily.
That was called
That's
from the
Tucker
dugout,
Smith.
too.
Tucker Smith back easily. 1-0. Wallace squaring the bunt again. Out of the stretch, Dallas. Bruins on first and second. Beautiful bunt, but here's the first baseman charging. He'll go to third to get the lead off. Over to first. In time, the double play. And Ronnie Giddens is not happy with Des Wallace. He didn't think he ran through the
Now batting
bag.
number 12, Spencer
Oh, boy.
Morris.
I tell you, the worst thing that could possibly happen. Find it into a double play. And now, 2 down. Last chance for the Bruins here in the 7th, Spencer Morris. Dave Morris can deliver. Froze him with a curveball. Tuck it, strike 1.
There's one of those little things, Dan. You cannot allow the first baseman to field that one because he's got a clean shot to the force play at third.
No, and he was all the way in almost on the circle at home plate.
Yep.
And fielded that. Had an easy play once he fielded it. 0-1 fouled, back it out of play. What do you do there if you're Wallace with the batting hand? You just have to recognize and you don't bunt it that way.
Big dog.
That's right. You got to take it down that third base line. And then you got to run about 10 feet through that first base.
Yep. 0-2. On Morris. Atkins gets his lead at second base, the potential game-winning run. And Morris have to do it with 2 outs. Line it at the second baseman. Crowd number 3. Holy moly. Now we got some free baseball, folks. Extra innings we go.
Coach Joe Holloway, Dan Reeves here. And ready to lead off is Jack Cruz, who was the original starting pitcher. He's a left-handed hitter. And the first pitch, a strike right over that outside corner. 10-10 your score. 10 runs, 11 hits, 4 errors for Briarcrest. 10 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error for USJ. The 0-1 pitch on the way and outside. That was a curve that didn't break back in. So 1-1 your count. Outfield deep and straight away. Well, actually, the center fielder now is shading about 5 steps to right field, left field straight away. Infield at normal depth. Fouled off, out of play. You could tell that one when he was behind on the swing. And again, Jack Cruz, the batter, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored tonight. He's played a couple of positions. He's at first base right now when he's in the field. But the 1-2 pitch from Taylor Howell on the way, and it's hit on the ground. Shortstop up, over to Jacob Adkins, and 1 away. Great play. You know that Logan Antoine, he's awfully sure-handed over there. So Cruz grounds out. That brings up the second hitter, Michael Dallas. And, of course, Michael Dallas is the man with the big blow in the last inning. He had a home run. Dallas wears number 3, 2 for 4 tonight, 1 run scored, 2 RBIs. Facing Taylor Howell, who started game catching. That one a little low, took a little off, had some spin like a curveball. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out in the inning. Briarcrest at the plate. And this one we've had a lot of runs tonight. If you like runs, pitch on the way, and that one got the outside corner of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No runners on. Taylor Howell peering in. He's got his sign. Full wind up. Kicks, fires. That one in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Wind has picked back up again, even though the wind advisory was supposed to be back over at 7 o'clock. 2-1 pitch on its way. Swung on and fouled off. Hard chopper down that third base foul area. So now you got a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Umpire being resupplied with baseballs, and we've gone through a few baseballs tonight. Wilson Baseball, the official baseball of the TSSAA. That's $T$AA. I didn't say that, did I, guys? 2 balls, 2 strike, and now we have a timeout. Batter felt like that Taylor Howell may have taken just a little long. Michael Dallas wearing number 3 at the plate. And the 2-2 pitch on its way. Hit on a line to right field, down for a base hit. And fielded by Salmons into the cutoff man, the second baseman. And now with one out. And another home run hitter coming up there, Tyler Harrington. He's 1 for 3. He scored 2, and he's got 2 RBIs. He had a home run back in the 5th inning. Need to be very careful with this man. The wind blowing out towards left field right now. Runner at first gets to the cutout. Here comes the first pitch, blocked by Morris. And that's Drew Morris catching now. Keeps it in front of him, but 1 ball. You want to get and no strikes. You want to get ahead of these hitters. Infield has come into double play depth. Runner being held on at first. Howell's got his sign. He checks. He goes to first. And he had some zip on that one, a little high, and the runner dives back in. Means Mom will have a lot of dirt to get out instead of the normal amount out of the jersey and pants. 1 ball, no strike. Here's the pitch on the way. Popped up, fouled off. Will it stay in play? It's drifting, it's drifting. It is going to hit right at the dugout down the first baseline. Thought we might be going to have a play and the wind might bring it back. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and we'll reset and do things again. Runner at first has pretty good speed. Michael Dallas. Hitter at the plate is Tyler Harrington, right-handed hitter. Outfield straight away for him. Infield double play depth. We'll remind you that again. 1-1 pitch on the way. And interesting. 2 balls, 1 strike. That was mighty close. And we'll just say interesting. Those of you that know how I call a ball game, what I mean when I say interesting. And the hitter steps out again. Cat and mouse game here. Now really needs to throw a strike here, even though the count's just 2-1 with 1 out. And a little low for ball 3. Let's see if Briarcrest, I don't think they'll want to get into a strike them out, throw them out situation. It won't be a strikeout, though, because it's a 3-1 count. See if the runner's running, though. 3-1 pitch. Howell's ready, comes to the plate. Hit right up the middle for a base hit. Fielded by Tucker Smith, and he'll hit the cutoff man. And now with 2 runners aboard and 1 out, Dallas is on second. Harrington gets his second hit of the night. He is on first. And that brings the catcher to the plate.
Now batting number 25, Jeffrey Hensley.
Jeffrey Hamsley. Hamsley is 1 for 2 tonight. He has walked once and struck out once. Where's number 25? He's another right-handed hitter. You want to make sure that you get this hitter right here. And obviously you want 2 outs, but you got to get this one. You also want to get the lead runner in this case, if possible. First pitch to Hamsley, right down Main Street, strike 1. Of course, our field mic is like Alexa. It picks up everything. You better watch it. Alexa may be listening to you. And you can get WNWS on Alexa. Anyway, no ball, 1 strike pitch from Taylor Howell. Curveball, swung on and missed. Holy cow. That one broke off the table. Matter of fact, the leg on the table just fell off. 0-2 count. Taylor's got a pitch to work with here. 2 runners on. Infield still at double play depth. Third baseman about 10 feet off the grass and back. Outfield straight away and deep. Your hitter is Jeffrey Hamsley. 1 for 2 on the night. Howell's got his sign. Checks the runner. Checks him a second time. Comes to the plate. That one outside. Taylor Howell normally catches. He's played first base some this year, and we don't know if he threw any while we were on the Florida road trip. 1 ball, 2 strike count, 1 out, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Hit on hard. Oh, it gets over the outstretched gloves of the third baseman. 1 run will score. Let's see if they're going to hold the runner streaking to third, and the go-ahead run has scored. It was a good pitch, and it just bounced over that glove of a third baseman.
Hey, put a charge in one right here.
Now batting for Avery Roberts.
And let's see, that will bring up number 40, and that is Avery Robertson, who's going to be hitting in this position. He's playing right field tonight, and a big hit, and could be, of course, the Bruins will get the bat, and Jack Peel out to talk to Taylor Howell. And let's see what the decision. We can't see the USJ bullpen from the dugout like we can when we're, or from the press box when we're down on the field. So we don't know if there's any activity. And the umpire will give them about 10, 15 seconds more, and then they'll make a move out there. A lot of discussion out there, and and now the conference breaks up as the umpire steps that way. 1 out. There is a runner at third. There's a runner at second. And the batter is Avery Robertson. And they're going to walk him. A good move. That loads the bases up and puts the double play in order. And bringing to the plate, that is number 1 coming up to the plate. He's now playing shortstop for them, and that's Jonas Sutton. He actually, last inning, we had a change in pitchers. But Jonas Sutton at the plate now. And he tattoos one, but way foul. He was out in front of that one, but he got it all. He wasn't fooled on that one. No balls, 1 strike. Infield in at the corners. Second and short at double play depth. Outfield deep, wind blowing to left field. 0-1 pitch on the way, it's hit. It's going to get in there. 1 run across the plate. It's fumbled out in the outfield, 2 runs streaking towards the plate, and a runner headed towards third. It'll be second and third with 1 out and 2 more runs across. And this inning, Briarcrest has brought their hitting shoes after getting that first out. So you got second and third, 1 out. Jack Peel headed to the mound, and we'll see if there's going to be a change here.
If it's happening now, you're hearing it now. Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Back at USJ, where there's runners at second, third with 1 out. Spencer Morris has come back from third base, and he didn't leave the field, so he can come back to pitch. Taylor Howell is playing third base right now, and the infield is in. And taking a shot at right field is the hitter, number 5, Matthew McDaniel, the left fielder. McDaniel is 1 for 4 on the night. He has also struck out 1 time. A strikeout would really be big here for Spencer Morris. And Dan, the Briarcrest team brought their hitting shoes this inning and have kind of unloaded on us a little bit. Have a 13-10 lead.
Yep. Curve, it slapped foul and out of play down the first base side. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 8th. The same down at third base.
Well, the infield is in because it's really tough to get if that 4th run scores and makes it a 14-10. Right now, 13-10, though, and the infield's in.
3 runs in, 1 and 2. Morris out of the stretch. Fly ball right field, that's going to get that run home. Atkins makes the catch. Tagging at third and scoring. And moving over to third base, so a 5-run 7th and now a 4-run 8th.
Now batting number 48, Joshua Wilson.
For the Saints. Holy moly.
Yeah, Joshua Russell coming up here, and he's 2 for 4 tonight, so we're not out of the woods yet.
Let's go Joshua Russell at the plate, hitting him the right side against right-handed pitching Morris. Saint out at third base. First pitch swinging to second base on the ground. Moore up with it cleanly. And he throws it low to first, and they can't dig it out. Another run's going to score. It's Jonah Sutton scores, and it's 15 to 10. 5-run seventh now, 5-run eighth. 10 runs across the plates in the last 2 innings.
A lot of offense if you like that, but Bruins don't need to be 5 runs behind.
Now McDaniel. 2 outs. Outside ball 1. This is WNWSFM in Jackson. This game is a little over 3 hours long, longest game of the year. 1-0. Oh, squared to Bonds and had to use his bat in self-defense. That fastball was slicing in on him.
Yeah, that one kind of tried to bore a hole in him. Good old bat.
That got his attention.
Yep.
Nick Arnie said, whoa now. 1-1 Arnie. There goes the runner. Throw is in the center field, and he's going to hold up right there. So the runner's in safely, swiping second base.
Yeah, he does.
So Taylor Howell stayed in the game, moved over to third base. Wheels have come off here in the 7th and 8th inning for the Bruins. 10 of the 15 runs on the board for Briarcrest scored in the 7th and 8th. 2-1 fouled back it out of play. The deuce is a wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 8th inning.
And so you couldn't use Cole Salmons or Tucker because they had pitched within the time that and had thrown enough pitches they couldn't come back and throw any tonight.
They've gone to the bottom of the 8th inning in Atlanta. The Mets lead the Braves 6-3. Both those teams 7-4. Coming in. 2-2. Third ball, caught him looking. Well, it's a mountain to climb, but we've seen some crazy things tonight. We move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Briarcrest 15-10 on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 at WNWS.com. Dallas rocks, fires, fastball outside corner, strike 1 called. Dallas, I was talking with a friend of mine who knows baseball, Mr. Chuck Walker. He says this guy is a real prospect, shortstop, getting some looks, D1. He's only a sophomore, I believe.
Yeah, Michael Dallas, and he's got an arm on him.
Working his 2nd inning. 1 ball and 1 strike on Antoine. 1-1. Curved ball stayed outside. Home plate umpires did a great job tonight.
Yeah, and he hadn't let the catcher influence him. And the young catcher has tried to jerk that thing back in there a few times.
2-1 pitch on its way. Fly ball left field. If it stays fair, it's trouble. In the corner and fair. That one bounces over the fence. A ground rule double.
Gotta go out and check.
Oh, wait a minute. It's lodged under the fence, and the outfielder is saying, held his hands. Well, circling the bases, and this would be an inside the park home run for Antoine. The officials they never recognized. He threw his hands in the air as to say the ball bounced over the fence or it was lodged under it. I would suspect the umpires will trot out there and see. I wouldn't let him touch it. I'd run out there and see.
He pushed it under then.
Yeah,
He did reach there and
Did he reach in and try to grab it there?
They're going to move the
They're gonna put him
runner
at
back.
second base.
But
And now Jack Peele is going to chat with the umpire. Jack probably going to ask him why didn't you go out there and look and see where the ball is?
Dan, I haven't umpired in years, and I don't know, but I would have gone out there and looked. And two, the young man, it's like a ball in the ivy. You don't go get the out till the umpire gives you permission to do that. The ball under the fence like that, you don't touch it.
Well, that ball was almost hit on the chalk, just inside the chalk in the left field corner. It was no doubt a fair baseball, and it hit right at the foot of the fence. Now they're going to go out and look. Jack did the right thing. He said, look, we need to go look at this ball to see where it's at.
Trouble is, it's already been touched.
Yeah, that's true. So Jack Peele and the home plate umpire are going to take that long stroll out to left field in the corner and take a look at this baseball. If the umpire deems it playable, it would be an inside the park home run for Antoine. If the umpire says no, it slides under the fence. Because that's if Jack can reach down and pick it up like
Now
that,
batting number 8, Rico.
are they going to leave him at second
Cola.
base? Boy, that could have easily been inside the park, Coach.
It could have, and the young man, I'm not saying he did, had a chance to push it where it would be lodged in that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so
He did reach down and touch the baseball.
It's like in martial arts, never turn your back on anybody.
That's right. Can't trust the left fielder. No, he's a great young man out there. That's Rico Nicola. After that leadoff double by Antoine. Got to make up 5 runs here in the bottom of the 8th. Ball one outside. Nicola hits 8th in the lineup, and Walker Moore due up next. And Walker's been swinging a very hot bat.
Well, Nicola has 2 hits tonight, 2 for 4, and Walker's also 2 for 3.
Game brought to you by Hardy, Martin, and Owens, attorneys at law. 1-0, foul back and out of play. Two, 3, 4, 2,400 to reach Bradley Owens, attorney at law. First consultation is absolutely free. Tipping the scales in your favor. Hardy, Martin, and Owens. 1-1. In the dirt. 2-1. Well, you would say 5 runs to make up in the bottom of the 8th. Impossible, but we've seen it all tonight. There's crooked numbers all over that scoreboard. It's 15-10 Briarcrest. The 2-1s upstairs, 3-1. 3 runs in the first by the Bruins, 3 in the third, 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th for their 10 runs and 14 hits, 2 errors. 3-1 to Nicola, 3-1, fouled back to the screen. For Briarcrest, 3 in the 2nd. They didn't score again to the 5th with 2 runs. 5 in the 7th and 5 in the 8th. On 15 runs and 15 hits, 4 errors. Payoff. Caught him looking. Struck him out. So 1 gone. And now second baseman Walker
Now
Moore.
batting number 13, Walker Moore.
Lasik center of Jackson in the USJ group. 112 Stonebridge. Bringing you USJ Bruin baseball. along with Rock and Dough Pizza. Downtown Jackson, the Jackson Walk, open 11 to 11 tomorrow. Brunch on Saturday and Sunday. Oh, 10 to 1. First pitch to Moore, outside ball 1. RockandDoughPizza.com, also Home Medical Products, HMPinc.net. Local company here in Jackson doing it better. Get your CPAP and BiPAP supplies. Line drive, base hit, right center field. That's going to get a run home. They'll wave the runner home. And the Bruins not done yet. Logan Antoine scores. Walker Moore with an RBI single to right. Coach, he's been going the other way all night long.
And he's done a good job of that. And he's got 3 for 4 tonight. And 2 RBIs now.
Who knows?
And a great sacrifice bunt early. You never know.
Top of the lineup, Coach. It's Cole Sammons. Out of the stretches, Dallas. 4-run game. Go to first, Walker Moore gets back safely.
It's not over till the horizontally challenged lady sings.
Right.
I'm politically correct.
She's been up clearing her throat, and now she's having some nachos and cheese. Outside, 1-0. Carlock Nissan of Jackson, the all-new Carlock Nissan of Jackson, will be with Big Steve tomorrow, 8 to 11. At Rhodes Diner in downtown Medina. Big Steve's buying everybody that shows up breakfast. Courtesy of the all-new Carlock Nissan of Jackson. 1-0. Line to right field. That's a base hit. Walker will hold up at second base, so it's a 1-out single to right. And now the slugger, who's homer tonight, a 2-run homer.
Taylor
Howell hits. Well, believe it or not, the tying run is in the on-deck circle.
He's had 3 hits tonight, Taylor has.
Yeah, visit to the mound.
And I've just got a feeling that this young man really doesn't throw many in. He'll come in and throw 1 or 2 innings, and he's got good stuff.
Working his second inning.
Now, Coach is telling him, hey, we've still got a 4-run lead. Yeah, there are. Those 2 runs don't mean anything, even if they score. You know, focus on the hitter, get him out, and that's what you got to do is get the outs.
11 runs on 15, or is that a 16 on that scoreboard?
16 hits, yeah.
11 runs on 16 hits. For the Bruins, they have committed 2 errors. 15 runs is the problem for Briarcrest on 15 hits, and the Saints have committed 4 errors. Game brought to you in part by King Jewelers. 16B Conrad Drive, your Mother's Day headquarters. First pitch to Howell. He took it. Strike 1. Boy, that was a juicy one right there. Oh, Taylor would like to have another look at that.
Yes, he would.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Gets away from the catcher. The runner's going to move up 90 feet. Down to third base. We're down to second base because Walker Moore.
Now that's a swing Taylor Howell would love to have back. Yeah, I'm sure he wishes he had not swung and taken that pitch.
Yeah, that was way out of the strike zone. That slider hit in front of the plates. 0-2 on Taylor Howell. Got to protect the plates.
Yes.
1 out. Bruin on second and third. Here's the 0-2. Outside with the fastball. Try to get him to chase it. Howell said no, sir.
And if I'm the pitcher, I'm going to work him away so he can't do anything but take it to right field. If he tries to yank it, he'll ground out or pop up.
1-2. In the dirt. 2-2.
Dan, that pitch up a little bit, it's in Taylor Howell's wheelhouse.
Taylor Halkin reads they would bring to the plate the tying run. Two balls, two strikes, one out. Bruin on second and third. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out swinging. I think he was looking for the curveball, and he busted him inside with a fastball. That's a big out, number 2. Now it's Tucker Smith. Last hope for the Bruins.
And again, the Bruins have got to have one more base runner, plus whoever comes to the plate after Tucker Smith would have to score 2.
To win it, you're right. Simple math, isn't it, Coach?
Yes, it is. I can count on my fingers and do that.
Fastball downstairs, ball 1 by Tucker Smith. Home Medical Products, HMPinc.net. Get your CPAP supplies, resupply. Bounce out in front of home plate. Catcher fields it on to first in time. That's the old ball game. Well, what a night of baseball. The unhappy final, 15-11. Briarcrest wins it in 8. We're back in 4 minutes to tie this one off on Jackson's News Talk, 101.5 and WNWS.com.